Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Arriagada coming to you live from Westgate, Las Vegas Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. We're here today for the Acme 2024 ACS Nationals. $65,000 added into the event, running from May 11th to the 18th. We're now officially in day 3, and it is 8-ball singles day. Lots of 8-ball action going on for you guys. This is the first matchup we have on the TV tables, an 8-ball singles open division A-side first round matchup between DUSTIN Wilgus and Bobby Black. Dustin's at the table right now. He's up 1-0. Bobby is waiting for a chance to shoot. The timer is reset it. There we go. Timer is now official. Waiting for them to come back to the table. That's going to give me a chance to do a little adjustment of the camera here. Quite centered. I guess this one's a little bit off. Okay, so that's set up there. And second here, I'm gonna so it's this one. I gotta do some camera adjustments still. System's been acting up on me today. Crashed twice, internet crashed twice. Put on this angle for now while I fix this other camera. A little better there. I missed the 5-ball. That turns the table over to Bobby Black. We'll have a chance to get on the board now. It's our straight race to 5 between these guys. So some fast-paced action. I gotta get my internet going on my phone. I'm having a rough day today. He's gonna miss the stripe. And he's gonna leave a shot on the 4-ball. Almost got lucky on the leave there, but didn't quite work out. Missed shot on this table is going to turn the table back to Bobby Black. This time I have an easier shot than the last one, so it should be all right, but a little bit of work at the table, 10-ball being tied up near the 5. Are you playing right now? Good luck today. Good luck today. See you in the final. All right, let's get things shared up here because, you know, time to share the love for the game. Have a couple of matches going on beside us too. So once this match is done, we'll switch over to the other tables for their matches. Although I think almost every division is racing to 5. Good shot. So now the shot on the 5 ball. What he should be doing here is not trying to set up perfect right there, like holding position. Well, actually, yeah, that might work, because, I mean, you're not going to scratch by running the cue ball into the 12. But you could also just roll the cue ball forward, which will complement the shot on the 5 ball.
It's not showing up. If we've given their final call, please come up here and let me know they're not there, and I'll move you all by forfeit.
Oh, he's going to miss the 5 ball. He was following it through for the 8 ball. And he's going to get a little bit of luck here, I think. I don't think that 5-10 combo goes. Oh, yeah, it does. So as long as he hits the strike into that 5-10 ball go in the pocket.
You want to play in the second chance tournament? Come up with a tournament list. Give us your name, and we'll enter you in the second chance tournament. You will not be automatically entered into the second chance tournament. You must come up here
If
and say,
you
I want to play
lose today and you're qualified for the second chance tournament, they're saying that you guys should come and register, that you're not going to automatically be put into the second chance. You have to sign up for it.
Give us your name, and we'll get you entered in the second chance tournament. Deadline for signing up is 11 o'clock tonight for pretty much all the brackets except for men super seniors. We're gonna give you a little longer. We'll give you till 11 tomorrow morning, but everybody else, you can sign up by 11 o'clock tonight. That'd be appreciated.
Sign up is, the sign up cutoff is 11 tonight.
So for seniors, you're gonna get your sleep in a little bit. But everybody else will play at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning in the second chance tournament. You must be signed up tonight. So if you lose out, if you lose out, you want to hear the tournament, you can sign up for the second chance. There's no entry fee, and there are cash prizes in that. Couple, few $100 for first place. You get to play some more pool tomorrow.
Shot to the corner is good. Got on the 10 balls available. Getting the shape on the 12 ball could maybe be a problem here. I mean, you're actually thinking you're going to try to maybe run the cue ball somewhere around onto that 5 ball, but then you might tie up the 8 ball. So this is the situation where he has to be careful, and he's going to hit it just a bit under. Not going to be able to do a whole lot here, so let's see what he comes up with. He's calling the bank side. I don't think that's going to be a possibility with the layout here, but I seen a bank shot last night, or a kick. Yeah, it was a bank shot that I thought wasn't going to go in. It ended up going in. And another thing too is that we oh, hang on, let me bring this up. We also played around with camera angles last night, and we realized quickly that the camera angles are very deceiving. When showing all 3 camera angles, we've seen that every one of them give you a different perspective. One looked like everything was perfect. One looked like there was no chance. And the other one looked like it was like maybe it was close. So the depth perception from the camera angles are slightly off every now and then. And there's going to be times where I say like, hey, there's no way this person can make the shot. And then meanwhile, like the shot is available, but the camera angle deceives me. So just be aware of that, and you know there might be some moments like that. Though I think there was only one moment like that yesterday, and I'm usually trying to be pretty thorough before I actually make that call. But we'll see how that goes. Just don't sacrifice me, man. Keep me safe. Oh, that's going to turn the table over with a shot on the 5 ball. DUSTIN Wilgus is already on the board, so this will be an opportunity for him to get up 2 games in this match. Eight ball is going to be good. He's going to take that 2-game lead. All right, and as I was saying, we're now in day 3, May 13th, 2024, and it's mixed 8-ball singles. Standard division, $1,000 added, races to 5. Open division, $1,500 added, races to 5. Advanced/Masters, $5,000 added, races to 6 for the advance, races to 7 for the Masters. Senior, 55 plus, $1,000 added, races to 5. The Super Senior, 65 plus, $1,000 added, and it's also a race to 5. We're also going to have the women's 8-ball starting today, and I got to fix this as D standard, but it's actually standard. So standard division, $1,000 added. Races to 4, open division, $1,500 added, races to 4, advanced / masters, $5,000 added, races to 5 for the advanced players, races to 6 for the masters, and the senior 50 plus, $1,000 added, races to 4. I'm going to correct that right now because OCD. Well, my wife says I'm not, but I know I am. She don't know me that well. I'm kidding. All right. It just to show you guys that I corrected my mistake. So there it goes. It now says standard, not detandard. I invented a new word for pool, man. All right. So we're in rack number 3, and Dustin is at the table. I got a 2-game lead right now, and he would like to keep that momentum going, but he's gonna have to turn the table over and play a safety shot. But there's an opportunity here with a 6-ball, and Bobby's not gonna hesitate, and he's gonna call it. He's not gonna be able to make it though. He's gonna turn the table back to Dustin, and didn't really give him a whole lot of options. I mean, I think he might have the shot at 9. We'll look at the side angle and see if he does or not.
We got a few lucky winners of the raffle. Make sure
Yeah, so you can see the 9-ball. Like, he can shoot that to the corner or to the side. So he's still okay. He still has a decent opportunity here.
Buy a ticket. When it's all late, come home with a late cube package.
It's going to go to the corner. That's going to open up the 13-ball, and I believe it's going to be enough to get past that 1-ball. Shot on the 14's available, and he also has a drawback angle to be able to run back into that 1-ball to get set up for the 13-ball. He's not going to do that, though, and he'll just play shape for the 11-ball. Options on the 15-ball as well. I think that's a 15. Pretty sure that's 15. And he missed a shot earlier, and I'm thinking maybe he was thinking about that. And we talked about this a bit earlier, too, where he was saying, I'm a fast player, but, I'm not sure about how I'm going to feel being on a TV table, how good my game's going to go. And so he's having a little bit of a jittery start, we'll say. But eventually, as you get into the match and you have to, really focus on getting to the finish, that jitterness goes away. You become engaged. And the adrenaline kind of kicks in, and then you just kind of forget about everything. The only time you really think about the stream again would be like when you're about to win, or right after you make a crazy shot, and something like that. So I was having a tough time with keeping track of YouTube conversation last night, and the first day a little bit too. And I don't like making people feel neglected. So what I'm going to do today is, once the chat starts on YouTube, I will include the YouTube chat on the screen. When the chat is stagnant, meaning nobody's talking, then I will. Good morning, man. Good luck today, man. Yeah, so I'll take it off whenever the conversation is stagnant. How you doing, Kathy Spruce on Facebook? Steve Stanger says these guys are struggling. Is that a practice game, says Sheik. Wreck, says Jeff. Oh, you guys are kind today, man. You guys are kind. Well, I don't like to justify for people, but it is something that's a reality, is that when you're on the live stream, and if you've never been on the live stream, it kind of like puts a little bit extra pressure on you, and the moments when it feels like it's an easy shot, normally when you're practicing or not on a stream table, the shots just become hard automatically. Now, another thing too is, you guys have to understand here, is that when the players are shooting from the top of the table of our screen facing towards us, they're also looking at my live on air sign, which is bright red. It's just like, it stands out, big writing, man. So when you look this way, even if you're gonna go shoot the ball, like, it's almost automatic that you like get reminded that you're on the stream. And at first, it was all about just letting people know, hey, this is live stream, you know, just watch what you're saying. But eventually, it became like a test, if you will, of mentality. So what I've done is that, oh, look at this shot. Oh, he's gonna cheat it, maybe? No, just gonna miss it. Good try. So what it is a test to the players to see how they handle pressure, because every time they get reminded on the stream, that's a moment of pressure, right? And the more moments of pressure that you go through and feel, the better the player becomes. And so another thing too is that it's another way to help the players become focused even when the stream is on, because you know the first time you might see love and error, it throws you out. The second time it happens again. The third time you ignore it. So now like you're starting to learn how to overcome pressure that you would normally feel. My setup is kind of overwhelming too for people because it's 3 cameras, and a lot of equipment going on here that makes everybody feel like, whoa, this is like crazy high tech stuff, right? And so then they start feeling like, okay, well, like, this is crazy. I'm on a stream. So I know that's what it is, but these guys will sell into the game. There are only 2 games in right now, and it looks like Bobby's got a chance here to maybe get up on the scoreboard too. And once he's on the board, then the official battle will begin. Jumps up on the shot a little bit, body movement, but he's gonna make it. I don't like that he took that shot there, because if he left it there, it would have been tougher for him to get out, and this is the easier way to get out, obviously. Shouldn't have any problems, even if he clips the horns. And he didn't. Complimentary angle here to be able to make the 8-ball. Shouldn't be a problem. And he's on the board now. 2-1 as a score, and I know it shows 60 minutes, but we got to add about, I think it was 4 minutes. I started the stream with the timer, then the internet crashed, and the software crashed, and that robbed them from that 4-minute startup. So we're roughly about 20 minutes into this match right now. Those of you that are looking to get the stream on YouTube, you can either find the link for the YouTube stream on the post. It'll say YouTube live stream can be found at, and the link is right below it. Click on that link, it'll take you right over to my Facebook or my YouTube channel. And if you want to look it up, it's under Arriagada /CSLMANITOBA. And don't forget to subscribe if you're there. You may not think much of me right now because I'm just getting started, but by the time the stream is done or the day is done, you're going to understand that I'm a true passionate man for the game. I love the game. I do everything for the game. And my commentary is very thorough. Sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I sing really good. I usually don't sing good, but I do sing. So be warned. I mean, you know how it is, right? Like when you sing, you always think you sound amazing. I know I don't. But in the shower, I sound really good. I don't know. That's just an automatic thing, though. I think you could be like the worst singer in the world. You get into the shower and you sound amazing. I need more walls around me to echo my sound from my singing, and then I'll sound a little bit more professional. And some water, going down to like filter out all the cracks in my voice when I'm singing. Rack number 4. Here we go. Bobby Black looking for some action. And it's going to be barely a legal break. This is like a 1-pocket rack right now. This will be an interesting one. So like if I'm Dustin here, I might just take that 11-ball first and just go into the pack and crack everything open. And because like you have the 12-ball chilling at the top, right? So I'm gonna try to use the TV chamber here today, but I'm saying try because we're looking at like 15 balls I got to keep track of, and there's gonna be times where like I literally drop the ball, or I don't. It's still in the chamber. That was a 15, I think. So that's what I mean. Now, if I have somebody sitting here and going through the motion with me, then that's better. But then they can focus on the talking while I do the operating. Oh, that opened up the table pretty good. Gonna have a combination for the 13 ball. 10 and 11 are gonna be a bit tougher to get to though. Oh, and he didn't make it. He made the 12. Did he call that? I guess he did. Yeah. He's still walking around and looking for a shot, so obviously he calls the 12 ball. I thought he was gonna play the 13 ball combo, but if you have the shot on the 12, that made more sense. Less moving of the table, but moving the balls around, which can create a problem for you. Now, I must have the shot on the 11 ball. Needs to bump into that 10 ball. Oops, I went to the 10 because I was thinking about the 10 ball. And so now he's kind of stuck. No real option here. Kick shots are all gone. Jump shot is not an easy shot to make. I mean, I've seen people jump from that close, but you have to be somebody that really works on the jump shot to be accurate there. It's going to be tough to jump over the 7 ball. And it's going to be even tougher to try to get between this 5 and 8 ball. It's going to hit the 5 ball. That's going to be a foul. Ball in hand for Bobby Black. Chance to tap the match now. I bring my Canadian ways over here to you guys because for the brackets, they always say winner side or loser side. And for us in Canada, it's always A side or B side. We just don't like to call people winners and losers. We're all pool players. All right, so he's got the shot on the 7 ball now. I was trying to hold shape for the 5 ball, but the cue ball's done further down than expected. Now he does have an easier shot on the 3. I actually like taking the 2 ball here because that's probably the tougher ball. I don't know if it goes past that 8 ball. It looks like it might. Maybe that's why he's not worried about it. Then he can play the 3 to the 2. It's got a shot on the 4 ball also, but that's not the shot that you want to take on. And now to get shape on the 5 ball is going to be more challenging, which is the reason why I would have maybe taken that 2 ball and just drawn back there for the 5 ball. Because he did have options for the 3 to the side, but he also had the option to make the 2 ball to the other side. The easier option was going to be the 4 ball. And I think he was kind of thinking about playing this almost like a 2-way. Because honestly, like, to make that 6 ball next is going to be tough. Make the 14. Just the 10 ball and the 8 ball remaining. going to call it there. I'm not sure how he's going to do this. Always trying to go off the rail, kick, reverse bank, man. And the turnover here is going to be beneficial for Bobby Black. He's going to have a chance to be able to make the 4 or the 6. Now, he still has the problem with the fine ball. That's the one that he's got to try to find. And if he gets straight on the 6 ball, that's not a problem. But if he ends up getting an angle on it, it could be. And so he's going to play through for the 5 ball right now. That's a good option. Just got to watch out not to run into that 10 ball. Because then you won't have a shot on the 6. Well, he ran into it, and he sort of had a shot on the 6 ball, but not really anything easy. Turns the table over to Dustin with a 10 ball available, but he needs to get shape on the 8 ball. And the 8 ball only has a couple of pockets available. More pockets available if you get above it than if you get below it.
He's very important.
He's going to miss the shot, though.
We would like you to turn your power down to half speed. Please, no fast-paced scooters in the room.
Oh, and I forgot to take the 2 ball off. The 2 ball's already been gone for a while.
Please, slow down.
I'm telling you, man.
Be aware.
Tough to keep track with 15 balls on the TV chamber, but I'll do my best with it whenever I bring it up. Oh, he's going to miss that 5 ball. Popped up on the shot. It's been a couple of times where he's popped up on the shot, which usually shows that the player's not quite settled in or that they're not fully committed to what they're about to do on the table. Just the 8 ball remaining here to take a 2-game lead back. It's going to be good. 3-1 for Dustin Wilgus. And I'm going to interact. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'm still trying to share the stream. I don't know if you guys shared the stream for me or not over the last few days, but I know that there's people that are all around Las Vegas that would like to keep track of what's going on in this event. So that's the reason why I've been sharing it to almost every single pool page. But if you want to share the stream, you can share the stream onto your own personal page. And if you want to share it to other pool pages, because there's probably some pool pages that I don't even know exist right now. So if you want to share it on there, well, maybe they may not even know that I exist, right? So kind of a bonus for both sides. I get to know them and they get to see what I can do for streaming. And if you're on YouTube and you want to like the stream on there and you're like, hey, how do I like the stream? Crystal's is saying that you can hold the bottom of the screen and then the option to like, share, and subscribe all comes up on your phone. If you're on a computer or you don't have that option on your phone or a tablet, then all you gotta do is close the chat. Once you close the chat, you'll see all the options to like, share, and subscribe. Nice little spread on this table. Great opportunity to get on the hill. Nice little draw shot. That's going to set him up for both the 12 and the 14. You could take the 12 and draw back for the 14. You could leave the 12 ball there, but the problem is, like, if you don't end up getting that shot to the top right corner, that 12 ball is going to be tough to get out. So right now you got a perfect shot. You can draw back, create an angle for the 14 ball, come right across for the 15 ball after that, and you're going to be all right. I mean, you're going to have a chance to get out anyway, unless you get a bad angle on that 15. It looks like he's taking on the 11 ball. Good choice here, because that's probably the second most difficult ball to get to. There's the angle we're looking for on the 14 ball to come across for the 15. And now you can have whatever angle you want on that 15 ball, because the 8 ball has different options as far as pockets or choices go. And I think we're just going to either roll this up or check off the rail. Now it goes to the right side middle, right side corner. He's in that 50-50 mark. gonna call it to the side. Be careful here not to scratch, and you're also gonna want to like put some draw on this, which might throw the shot off a little bit. Overcut it or undercut it. He's gonna make it though, a great shot, and he's on the hill. 4-1 is the score. Bobby Black with his back against the wall needs to get going on this one. No choice but having to win the last 4 games in the match if he wants to keep going on the winner's side, or the A side as I call it, or we call it in Canada. There's lots of action going on today, so I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of dead time, but every now and then there'll probably be some dead time. There's going to be some TBAs to be announced, and then there's going to be some matches that finish faster, but the opponents are still taking some time on their match, so there'll be pockets of time where we're not going to be able to do much and maybe have to move to different tables further away, but I'll do my best to keep this going for you guys throughout the day today. Excuse me.
Friend. He's got 5 minutes. God damn it. You're gonna tell him you can make it to the match.
All right, and we're moving into rack number 6 now. Bobby Black having to win this game and every other game remaining. Cody Ward, how you doing on YouTube? Says my good friend won the finals in 9-ball last night. Men's. No super chat option? Why not? Can I deal with that right now? All right, so excuse me. What I'm gonna do is I don't know if I can do it right now. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it right now, but I don't think I can. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't. Wait. It gives me every option except for turning on the super chat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix it after I stop the stream. Looks like he's taking a quick breather, so that's gonna give us a chance to pop up some of the logos for the event. American Cuesports Alliance is celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. Lots of exciting events going on for the organization. If you want to find out what they're doing and what's going on next, all you gotta do is follow them on Facebook. Find them under American Cuesports. Cuesports being one word on the Facebook page, and then in brackets it'll say ACS in capital letters. That's how you find them. Make sure you guys like and follow their page, because then you'll get all the notifications whenever they go live or whenever they have any events that are coming up. The event has also been brought to you in part by Acme Omega. They have their Omega Acme booth set up here in the building, so if you're looking for anything, go check them out. Good way to support the sponsors is by buying some products off them, right? Brutal Game Gear. I went with black yesterday. I'm going to white today, just because it might stand out more on the table like it does right now. But Brutal Game Gear, they supplied the shirts for the event, and they're beautiful shirts. We're going to have some of the players eventually come on the table that are wearing the shirts, and then I'll show you guys, hey, that's the shirt. Beautiful shirts. He's going to make a ball off the break, but unfortunately, he's jumped the white ball off the table. What that means is that DUSTIN Wilgus is going to get a chance to close out the match now with a ball in hand.
All right, the Jacoby.
So today, I think, like yesterday, I talked a little bit about spins. I think today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about mentality and show you guys a little bit of something that helps to be able to focus more when you're playing, to be able to hold your composure while you're playing, and to be the most accurate at the table on every shot. Now, it's mainly routine, right? So, like, when you first see this, like, you'll be like, okay. But then when you start implementing it into your game, you'll see how much it helps. You'll see that your game will change big time. You'll feel more like a winner and less stressed out in moments where you need to be focused.
Get your tickets. Only like $20 for a chance to win $1,000, $12, $16, $1,800 cue package. Something neat to go back to back home with. Hey, I won a $2,000 cue. $20. That's like hitting a big slot machine out there. So good luck. Get your tickets and like I said, stop by the booth when you get a chance. See what they've got. All kinds of neat stuff for you.
The TD John Stitch is just making some announcements, letting people know that there's Q raffles going on. You can buy a ticket for $20, and that will give you a chance to win a Q package anywhere valued between $1,500 to $2,000. Some of them are actually a little bit more than $2,000. I've seen some per shower Qs. I've seen some Jacoby Qs. That's basically all I've seen so far. And shown, yeah, there was some shown too. Love shown Qs, love per shower. Jacoby does great work. So all Qs are just amazing Qs, man. Jacoby usually wins Q of the year, so you know they're out there to compete. But per shower also gets in there for Q of the year, so check them out if you get a chance. $20 a ticket. I mean, you don't have to go there and buy 20 tickets, but if you buy 20 tickets, you're probably gonna win. All it really takes is one, though. So if you got an extra 20 kicking around, take a chance. You never know. If you win it, you won't regret it. All right, so it looks like momentum change is kind of switching over here now. Bobby will have a chance to be able to get on the board, but this is a tough table still, and there's a big possibility that he can still turn the table over, which is what he doesn't want to do. Turning the table over will mean that his opponent can close out the match, so you know he's going to be tightening things up here and trying to make sure that he's more accurate. How's the shot on the one ball? Needs to get over for the 5 to come down, or that 2 or 4 that's sitting on the bottom rail. Oh, he tried to come down for it right there, and he actually had a pretty good angle to get back up for that one ball. He'll turn the table over and leave a shot to the side pocket here for Dustin, and then he'll have a chance to close out the match now. Gonna miss it though, and we'll kick out the 8 ball, so that kind of helps Bobby out. Now the 8 ball's opened up. It does create a little bit of a situation here for Dustin. However, once he gets a shot to the top left corner on that 12 ball, he'll have a chance to address those 3 balls that are sitting just above the 8 ball. Needs to run to this ball and get on the right side. Oh, that's gonna work. That's gonna work, man. And yeah, that one ball goes. You just gotta follow through. You know, don't put too much speed on it, because then the more speed you put on it, the closer that white ball's gonna get to that one ball. Just hit this with light pace, pocket weight, and you'll be all right. Just like that. And now, you know, he's a little bit off angle here to get onto the 8 ball, so I think he's gonna have to do maybe a draw shot, like a stun draw, and try to get below and across to the right side of that 11 ball. Now the thing here is you're going to want to focus on the shot, but you actually have to focus a lot more on the shape here and just let the shot go in. He's just going to run into it, and he's opting to go for a back cut. And he knows he doesn't really have a good chance at it, so he's not happy about it right now, but he's going to make the call. He's going to try to make one of the craziest cuts I've ever seen. And we'll see if it goes in. Got a little bit of protection from scratching anyway. Wow. What a shot, man. What a shot. Who is that guy? That's Bobby Black. What a shot. I mean, I just said he's going to try to make one of the craziest cuts that I've ever seen. Wow. Look at this cut. What a shot, man. I told you guys it's going to be a good day of pool, man. It's going to be nuts. That was a beauty. I'm going to look at that one again. That's a beauty. So I don't know if I have. No, I don't think I have that shot loaded up. I'm going to try to find. There was a shot. I went out to Victoria Island in Canada to cover the 11th annual Vancouver Island Championships for CCS, which is partners with ACS. And there was a guy out there, excuse me, Jeremiah Hampton. And this guy, man, he did the most ridiculous cut I have ever seen. And I honestly don't think I'm ever going to see another shot like that. But this shot that we just seen here from Bobby Black that's as close as it gets to the shot that I'm going to show you guys when I find it. I can't believe that shot. That's a beautiful shot, man. And so now, Dustin is looking at this like, okay, it's time to close out because this guy's starting to get on the board and he's starting to warm up. We don't want that to happen. Another thing that's changed here is that these guys were like interacting right at the beginning. They were both like interacting, joking around, laughing, but now they're both kind of like quiet and they're both at the table taking time and trying to work it out. So that usually says that we're officially into a battle. Both players are now officially engaged. One just wants to close out because he knows that if he doesn't win this rack, there's a small chance that the next time he comes to the table could be a hill matchup with him breaking. I believe he was one that broke first, but I could be wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referees are here to assist you.
He's going to miss the 4-ball, and that's going to turn the table over to Bobby. So he's definitely into a pocket of momentum right now. He just needs to work it out and just get a chance to take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of him. He does have a chance right now with a 12 ball, but that 15 ball, 9 and 10 don't really have any options. So he's got to try to get that opened up. Oh, sorry, that's not the 10, that's the 14. We need to start getting those Predator balls with the pink 5 ball. It's so much easier to tell which ball is which on that. I just don't like the pink ball. It throws people off, man. And the purple, oh sorry, that's the pink 4, the purple 5. The other ones that bother me, I can't remember the name, but there's an Aramith set that's the black, like, so instead of having like stripes with the stripe colored and then white, it's stripe color and black. Those ones are really tough to play with. Oh, he's gonna make the shot to the side. He's gonna have a shot here to get back for the 4. A moment in this match that turned over to his advantage because now he's got a chance to close out. A draw shot might get too much juice, so he's all right. Running into that 11 ball is going to help him settle the cue ball for the 8 ball. And he should be good here for the win. And he is. That's the match. 5-2, the final score.
Are we really that quickly?
All right, we'll stop the clock. And we're going to move over to the other table on the right. And all these matches right now are all first round matches. All right, so let's see.
You may have gotten your handouts under in the hallway.
I have to adjust the camera on this one, or that tripod on this one too. Looks like somebody moved it over earlier.
35-second shot clock means that when the ball stops rolling, you have until 35 seconds to pull the trigger on your next shot. You are allowed one 35-second extension in a game. Other than that, you're to execute every shot within 35 seconds. Right? That's the slow play rule. And we have some matches that lag behind, and it causes the whole bracket tournament to lag behind. So please abide by the 35-second shot clock.
35-second shot clock, they're saying.
Also, once you start your match, there's no smoking breaks. All right, once you start your match, play your match until somebody wins.
So I'm going to leave it here for now. Or you know what, maybe I can look it all up here on the CompuSport bracket.
Constant play on the table until your match is done. We appreciate that.
Okay, this is table 14, so we got to find table 14. Chris Knowles playing against Alfonso Lopez Jr. Chris Knowles came to help me on the stream yesterday for a good portion of the night. Just trying to find the table, can't find it. So this is Paul Cochran playing against James Hill. Paul Cochran representing Minneapolis, Minnesota through Mendota Valley Amusement Incorporated. And James Hill representing Killeen, Texas from the Killeen Billiard Association. And let's see what's up with the score here. It's a 3-2 score and a race to 5 with Paul Cochran being in the lead. James Hill at the table at the moment, down by 1. We're going to get the scoreboard set up here for you guys.
Okay, the referee to do well, we're back on table 28, please. About 9 o'clock.
All right, so the score there is official. I can't do anything about the adjustment of the tripod right now. I'm going to have to do that after this match is done and I get another match on the other table, because then I can switch over cameras and do it. But for now, that's the best I can do. And we'll start the timer on this one since we're covering it. I decided to leave this camera further back. I can zoom it in a lot more if I wanted to, like really all the way if I wanted to. But I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of feel of the atmosphere here. You know, in the background, you can see all the other players playing and walking around, the referees at their stations, and kind of gives you a feel for the atmosphere altogether. All right, so this is Paul Cochran. I'm assuming it's highball. I wasn't really paying attention to their match until right now. But I'm assuming he's highball. If he was low ball, he would have taken the 1 ball already. It's going to be a foul. Turns the table over to James Hill. He's going to have a chance to be able to tie up the match. It's a race to 5. So Paul needs 2. James needs 3. Tying this one up right now will be the best case scenario for him. Ball in hand helps out the situation for sure. Just has to figure out the pattern. The biggest concern is that 6 and 7 and that 2 ball. Now, if there's a way that you can make that 2 ball to the top left corner with an angle to be able to run into that 6 and 7, that will give you a shot on the 1 ball as an escape shot, and it would open up all your problems. But if the 2 goes to the side, then he doesn't need to open it up. And if that's the case, he can just deal with this 7 and 6 right now.
2 pool tables set up right behind the registration booth.
Must be the case. He makes the 7 ball.
Check them out and get some free instructions from Randy and Claude.
Is this an open match?
I got to find better people in the business to learn.
Oh, it's the standard one.
And the price is right. Free. Go out there and see Randy and Claude when you get a chance.
All right, good luck.
Correction here.
Also, while you're up in the hallway up there in the pre-function area, check out the locked and loaded booth.
Locked and loaded.
LockedandLoaded.com and get your name free on the apparel on a shirt. Or get $5 off in your booth. Go check them out, the Locked and Loaded booth. Right out there by when they're giving out the free lessons.
Oh, we got some free lessons, man. Somebody here in the building want to get some lessons, go find the, what do they call it? Pool school? Or yeah, I think that's what they call it, the pool school. They have it right where Dr. Q, Tom Ross is at. That's where they're holding it. And if you're coming into the event, before you walk into the doors to get to where all the tables are, on the left side, you're going to see Q Guard. And the left of that, you're going to see Locked and Loaded. Behind that, or further to the left, you're going to see a table that's sitting there, a valley table, and that's where Dr. Q is at, or Tom Ross is at. Love that guy, by the way. I'm going to go see him and support him. Every time I see him, I support him, man. You know, if it's like buying posters or buying balls, autograph balls, whatever it is, I always support him. Just a great guy, really, really nice guy, man. And very creative, very smart, you know, just one of the people that has been a great ambassador for the game for as long as I can remember seeing him. He even came out to Winnipeg once and did some exhibitions and some lessons out there. And it was cool, man. I got a chance to play him. That's the first time I got to know him. And ever since then, I've been a fan. Every time I see him, like I said, I do my best to support him. And that's what we need to do, right? And I mean, if we want to help the pool community out, we got to support those that are in a position of where they're being ambassadors of the game and they're doing a great job. The more you support them, the better it is for them, the more growth they can create because of it. We need more of that. We need more of that for pool to be what it used to be and what it could be. Because a lot of us have been looking at pool for years thinking like, this is what pool could be. Pool should be like that. And we're still trying to get there. It's been a battle, you know, but the more we try to work together to make it happen, the sooner it will happen. Awesome job, Dustin Wilgus, says John Blue. Alton Reyes is laughing. Well, Dustin said, Clayton Fester Owen says, these are buckets. You're telling me, man. I usually play on diamond tables only, so yeah, they are. Okay, let's go back here. Got a couple of comments. Let's go, Wilgus. John Blue said, yikes. Keith Yowzer, what's happening, man? My superhero from Victoria, BC says, good morning, Rod, from cloudy Victoria, BC. 12 degrees Celsius today. Thanks for the stream. You're very welcome, and thank you for tuning in. A lot of people cheering for Dustin. Harold Maytai says, good morning from Kenora, Ontario, Canada. Kathy says, doing fine. Good Lord, says J.R. Khan. What happened, man? What did you see? Was it a miss? It happens, bro. It happens. And Trevor says, what the hell is happening here? Sounds like the intro of a song. Oh, I might just go upstairs and write it. It'll be like the pool song. That's the greatest title. That's the greatest title that you can come up with for a pool song. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a dry spell here. I need some water. Dustin, don't miss that, said John earlier. Steve Josephson said, Rod, boys at the hangar can definitely compete. Yeah, no, we got some great competitors for sure, man. We have some players out there that should be trying to play in professional, man. And I don't know if they're staying down because it's easier to make money with everybody else, or they're just, staying down and not going out there because it's just too expensive. But I'm assuming it's because it's too expensive. Leonard Spice, how you doing? This is good morning, Rod, my brother. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. This is fireballs and beer makes me focus up to a certain level. Yep, and then eventually you have too many, and then you go right back down to the other level. Although I know some people, man, like the more they drink, the better they get. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's because they're probably seeing more than one object ball. They're like, because, you know, you're kind of blurry and you see an extra, right? And maybe instead of hitting the middle ball, they're hitting the one on the right, and that's how they're making the shot. That was like the cut from BC, says Harold. Oh, yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Loretta Mercury, how you doing? Says, wishing I was there. That's hello, Rod. How you doing, Loretta? Alternate breaks, Patrick Smith? Yes, absolutely. Alternate breaks. Everybody gets a chance to get going. Wilgus win, says Brian. Yes, he did. He won with a score of 5-2. All right, so I'm caught up here on Facebook. YouTube is caught up too. Yay! And I need to figure out the scores because I lost track of it. Ooh. Let's refresh it. I'm right on it. Oh, 4-2. Paul Cochran on the hill. Chance to finish the match here. We can get together. So I'm assuming that the next matches start at noon, and if this one ends up finishing right away, then I may have no other choice but to stop the stream. If it goes one or two more racks, we should be all right, because then the other players that will be playing on this table, on the main table, they'll be coming here to warm up, so then that works for us. Gives us a chance to watch them, you know, get warmed up, and then we'll go straight into the match. I don't have to stop the stream. You guys get to keep enjoying the action. And we're going to have like a variety of divisions coming out. So the first match we had was an open match. This one is a standard match. I'm assuming that we're going to probably get an advanced match next on the main TV table. And then from there on, whatever we get on the left and right, that's the way we're going to go. But we have all divisions going today. We can get together. Recap here, just to show you guys. So we have day 3, May 13th. Standard division is $1,000 at a race to 5. That's the one that we're on right now on the TV table. Open division was the last one that we just had on the main table. $1,500 at a races to 5. For the advanced masters, it's $5,000. Oh, why does it say money at? I gotta go back and fix that too. Added races to 6 for the advanced. The races to 7 for the masters. They have the senior 55 plus with $1,000 added. Races to 5. The super senior is also $1,000 added. And I gotta go back here. I gotta fix this right now because I'm OCD, man. There it is. All right, I fixed it. Wait, oh, did I do it again? Yeah, I fixed it. There. $5,000 added. So the super senior is $1,000 added. It's also a race to 5. And then we're gonna have the women's 8-ball going throughout the day as well. Standard division being $1,000 added, races to 4. Open division being $1,500 added with races to 4. The advanced masters is $5,000 added, races to 5 and 6. So the advanced go to 5, the masters go to 6. And then the senior 50 plus is $1,000 added, races to 4. We're going to have lots of action for you guys today. And this is day 1 of the competition. It's going to carry on until tomorrow. And we're going to probably have all the biggest matches going on tomorrow, the finals and all that kind of stuff going on. Somebody almost tripped on my cord, so I'm going to have to move a couple of chairs here and block off this passage again. I know people didn't like it for the last couple of days, but, you know, your safety is more important than anything to me right now. I don't want anybody tripping over cords. I don't want to be liable for anybody getting hurt. So give me a second. I'm going to do what I got to do to protect the precious pool players from falling over. I'll be right back.
That's fine. This guy's taking it. Good. I understand that. He knows which tables are not. So the distance. To me, it's open. Possible. Yeah, so they know, right? So I had Cuesports, PCS. But yeah, like, I'm not it's not a problem. I'm not so bad. I didn't so bad. That's why I'm Oh yeah,
Somebody, picked up the U6 over by the kiosk, just a few moments ago, in the tournament control stage. You playing here? What division is it? Standard or?
Standard.
Nice meeting you, man. I gotta
I just really sport appendix for stuff.
well, not anywhere on this table.
Right.
And nowhere near the tripods, but on the table is fine.
Okay.
If you don't have a cube holder, and you need
All right, a lot of noon matches have already been assigned and tabled. If you have an opponent, if you don't have an opponent, you can shift your opponent, which the opponent is assigned, you will be assigned.
All right.
Go to, where your noon matches have been assigned table, please go to your table. I know it's a little early, you go to your table, you can practice on the table till your opponent gets there. If you guys want to get started early, you're welcome to do so. If not, jump start at noon. If your opponent's not there at noon, wait.
All right, my mic's going in and out, but that's only because it's the wiring. I didn't get a chance to do that yet because as soon as I got up, like somebody wanted to talk to me and I got to meet them. And I never like not talk to people when people come around me to meet me. Like I love meeting people. It's a beautiful thing about pool. Getting to know the personalities out there that are involved in the game. We do have another match coming up right now. It is a standard matchup. I got to find out where it's at. Meaning where in the bracket we're at for it. And I got to find out who the players are.
Keep track of the score on your CompuSport app.
Alright, so these should be, okay, I gotta refresh this. Should be noon matches now.
Elimination round. If you lose out, come on up to the tournament desk. We're already getting people. We have enough sign up for the second chance tournaments. Second chance tournaments will be at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for the most part. All day today.
Love the Eagles, Hotel California, my absolute favorite song. Always wanted to go check out where Hotel California is, but I haven't had the chance to do it. And I was thinking about maybe doing a crazy drive to get out there on the way back to Canada, but I gotta get back for some work, so not gonna happen then. Next year, I shall knock on the doors. Yeah, I can't find this match. 11:01 matchups. Okay, so now we're into the 11 noon. I should be able to find the table now. Pablo Camacho. See that name a lot. I remember him from last year. I wish that these tables were just set up like, because they give you options to see all the matches on all the tables, but I wish that it would show you in order, right? So from 1 through whatever 190 tables I got. All right, I found it. Standard division. Adam Rudinger versus Tyler Leslie. Tyler Leslie. And this is a straight race to 5. Match will start in about 5 to 10 minutes. As soon as the other player gets here, they're really going to start. Rodinger.
Hello, darling.
Give me 1 second here.
How do I get on the live? How about that? Okay. So it's on Facebook. And then what else? YouTube channel. I just find my Facebook. I'll take a picture and send it to you. Because I'm next year. Yeah, I'm Tyler. Got you set up. So yeah, just
Sorry.
send it to my friend. I'm on the line. I know, but it's good to get this.
Just like at the house, like
All right, so we're. I'm just trying to help people out here. They're trying to look for the link for the stream, and I'm going to give them that opportunity here. Set it up on the challenge, CompuSport. Okay, so it's been added on there now.
just
And my first match would have been. I gotta find that match too because I gotta put their match on here. Have one more. I just gotta find these guys where they were. What was their names again? Bobby Black. That was one of them. Yeah, you guys can start whenever you guys want, man. I'm good. I'm already streaming. Richard Collins, he's back. Enjoyed watching that guy play last year, man. He was like so hype. So hype. Like, come on, baby. Yeah, that's like, he was super hype, man. Really fun guy to watch. Super excited, you know, lots of emotion. The compete level and his mentality, man, it's crazy. Somebody attached a video there. That's not mine. Bobby Black. Where are you at? Are they in the third bracket, maybe? The first match was an open. Gonna be here. Maybe this one. I'm just trying to attach. Yeah, it's gotta be here. I have to attach this stream to their match, so that way, if they want to go show people their match, they can do so. I can't find them. I'm just playing against Dustin.
watch it live.
Dustin Wilgus. Okay, there, I found them. It's just good for the players that want to see themselves on the stream, right? So maybe they go back and check out their bracket and they'll see, oh, there's the video. Now they can go back and watch their match. All right, so that's good. Looks like these guys have now begun their match. Another thing I have to do is I have to go set up that camera to get it straightened out. So I'm going to do that right away before we get too deep into this match. But the kid is not my son. All right. Give me a minute. Hopefully it won't take longer than a minute. Hi.
Show me how where the copy the link is. I did it yesterday, but I can't find it now.
That's the match. Where's the video?
Uh,
That's the video.
yeah. If you go back out, you can go to the. Okay. There was a spot where you can hit the screen.
See, world famous and attended
Yeah, I saw there's like a
raffle
red.
that Igor does. 10 ticker raffle. 10% chance to win this. You buy
Because they
one
had the
of these
red
tickets.
thing.
German raffle. Blue tickets. Blue tickets. Wouldn't it be the lucky number in with 777? Isn't that crazy? Blue tickets.
Okay.
We did it.
Yeah, so
It'll go back and show it up because I figured it out late in the match.
you have
yesterday.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll show you here.
Kelly.
Find under Cuesports Live.
Okay.
Click on the post. Scroll down. YouTube live stream. You haven't found that. That takes you directly to the YouTube channel.
Okay. And it automatically here records.
Once you're on there, you can copy the link.
Okay, and then you can just keep rewatching it.
Yeah, just keep it.
Okay. That's what we did with the one yesterday. If we could keep it.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to the channel, it's always going to notify you that I went live, and then you'll be able to automatically just get on.
Okay.
That was my question. How do I find a video from yesterday?
Well, one of the world famous 10 ticket raffles in England, Kelly.
Scotch
One of the 1 billion with playing your McDermott.
It was on this table right here.
You would find it. Almost every single video is attached to the matches on the CompuSport bracket.
Oh, really?
Right? So if you go on there, you'll see like watch video or whatever. It's on the videos tagged into it. But if you want to find it, you can find it. Like, the quickest way to find it would be under the Cuesports Live page.
Yeah,
which is my
I
page.
looked there and I just couldn't find it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them, right? So when you click on it, see. It's not showing. Yeah, it's not showing like it usually shows, but normally I would say like part 1, part 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
So I know that I had my last stream was 4 hours long. So if it was at the end of the night, it would be on the last one.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, just helping some people out. They're all trying to find the link for the stream. Do. Broadcast is muffled, bro. You know why? It's because it's probably too close to my face, man. And I don't know. It's one of those things. So let me bring this back. Bring it down some. Bring that down some. Increase that a little bit. I feel like a DJ right now, man, making the adjustments. Is that better? Is that better? I had to take away some of the bass off my voice, man, because that's what the muffling is. It's my not deep voice, but deeper voice than most people. Lunchtime, says Harold. Not yet, man. I'm gonna have a lunch break after this, though.
Cool looking shirts, and I need to get one out for commemorate the tournament and everything here.
Thanks for letting me know, Kelly. Appreciate it, man.
Nice booth here at the ACS tournament, so go check them out. Get yourself some nice souvenirs from this year's championship.
Okay, and I haven't kept track of the match yet. I'm not sure if they're the first rack or the second rack. I'm still trying to adjust my camera, but maybe I'll just do that after. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just make the adjustment after once this match is over. Actually, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to mute my mic for a second. All right, that's better because I wasn't able to hear my sound properly because I was splitting the audio with somebody else last night who was being my co-commentator. All right, and this is Tyler Leslie at the table right now. I don't think we started the match fresh, so let's just reset this here. There's no way it took 34 minutes for the first rack, so timer's reset, it's fresh again. And I'm gonna find out if I missed anything on this one.
This is still the first game. I've been getting distracted so much that I lost track, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, I know how that is, man. Word of advice, just ignore it. Just don't even think about it. Well, because everybody always thinks about it when you miss, or you get into trouble, and you start like losing confidence. So my advice, just let it go. Eventually, when your back's against the wall, you're gonna want to play your best. Don't wait till that moment. Do it now.
All right, so this is the first game, and I found their bracket. Oh, no, that's not their bracket. One of the players is telling me he's feeling a little uncomfortable at the table right now because he's never been on a stream, which is usually the case for most people, you know. If you're not used to it, then it becomes tougher and tougher to deal with. And especially when things aren't going right. So this guy's like, yeah, you know, I'm just feeling a little bit nervous, you know, on TV table type thing, right? So I said to him, listen, man, like, word of advice, just let it go. Don't think about it, just let it go. Oh, and this is a second round matchup, so let me bring that down. And the other piece of advice I gave him is, listen, when your back's against the wall and you have to win every game, you're going to bear down and not think about it. I said, don't wait till that moment to do it. Just play your best game now. Because it's true, you know, just like that, you know, you can find yourself making a couple of mistakes, and this is only race to 5, so it's, you know, not that long of a battle. And before you know it, your opponent can be on the hill, and you're stressing out because you're trying to hang on, there's something here. I'm having a rough day today, but you know, it's a little bit of everything. You know, I'm being distracted and got things going on. Internet crashing earlier a couple of times kind of threw me off a little bit too. It happened yesterday throughout the whole day too. Like, it wasn't crashing throughout the whole day, but there was like 5 times where the internet just dropped down to 0 and wasn't getting anything going there. Well, Tyler's gonna make 6 small, and he'll have the shot on the 8 ball. Looks like he's taking the advice that I gave him. Yeah, he's settling into his game now. See, sometimes that's all that person really needs, man. They just need somebody to say, hey, listen, it's not that crazy. It's just you. Time to calm down and play your game. And that's basically what I said to him, but not in those words. You know, I feel like that might be a little bit harsh. Like, dude, it's you. But I just said to him, like, just play your best game, right? Like, don't wait till your back's against the wall to play your best game. Play your best game right away. Ignore the stream. No matter how much you feel it's in your face, just ignore it. But, you know, once again, like I said, I had the live on air sign looking towards the table. So when they look towards me, then they see that sign. It constantly reminds them. So if you're not used to being on the stream, like, that's going to be like every time you look at it, you're like, oh man, I'm on the stream. That's right. And then you might make a mistake, right? Most of the times, people. What's up, man?
Don't want to jinx myself, but I won my first match.
Good for you, man. I had a feeling you would. You're not just substandard in my eyes.
I'll be back later if you want.
Yeah. Rack number 2. Tyler gets on the board, and now he's looking to continue the momentum. I believe it was a dry break. So Adam Rudinger is going to get a chance to get going on the scoreboard now. The first couple of games are usually like a little introduction, you know, players getting to know each other, so there's a little bit of back and forth. But then eventually, like, the match becomes real, and once it becomes real, everybody's like all in on it, man. Like, stream doesn't matter, pressure doesn't matter, you're just in the zone. And we'll bring this down here. It is 8-ball singles. A side, second round.
$20 ticket. Only a few tickets left on it.
You just have to get out of your bracket here. That's all you got to do. I believe. I think you only need like 3 games to get out of your bracket.
Referee, table 74, please. Yeah, get your raffle tickets. It'd be nice to put that new passing queue and get Jason bring it home with you. For only $20.
Yeah, so whoever wins this match will go on to the next round, and if they win that match, they will get out of their bracket. And so the winner of this matchup here between Adam and Tyler plays against the winner of Derek White and Brian Ambrose. In the bottom of this bracket, so there's men's standard 8-ball. When you look at the 2024 Acme ACS 8-ball, 9-ball National Championships bracket on CompuSport, when you click on men's standard division 8-ball singles, there's going to be a drop down that shows you 4 different brackets. We're currently in, I don't know which bracket we're on, but when you go on there, you'll see like there's a bunch of different brackets, and then it's easier to follow the action that way by following the brackets, and it's also easier to find the stream through the bracket because I'm attaching all the streams to every match. All right, so let's see the top of this bracket is the one that I just mentioned, those 4 players playing those 2 matches. The bottom of the bracket, we have Jeff Yearsley playing against Rodney Sarnagar. The winner of that plays against the winner of Ray DeGorville and Wes Smith. Moving a little bit further down, we have Jason Bartle playing against Kwang Nguyen. The winner of that match plays against the winner of Don Mangles and Brock Sparks. And then the very last match on the right side of the bracket, or the winner's side, or A side as I call it, it's a matchup between Carl Rogers and Ken Como. The winner of that match plays against the winner of Chris Stanley and Lori Mino. What I like about this, like I said, is men's standard, but there's like ladies playing too. Right, so it's a little bit of everything. And if you go to the B side on this bracket, there's still a lot of battles. So if you go on the A side or the winner's side, let's say you get a bye, right? You have to win 3 matches to get out of your bracket. That's it. And if you didn't get a bye, you have to win 4 matches to get out of your bracket. If you end up losing your first match and you didn't have a bye, let's see if we can find any of those matches. Oh, it doesn't look like there was many first round matches. A lot of them were to be announced. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so I found one here. So if you lose your very first match, you have to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches to get out of your bracket. So it's double the work on the loser side or the B side. All right, so I'm going to go back here on YouTube. Your match will be California versus Alberta, says scored. Louis Diaz says Q. Blake Holmes says, "Love your advice, Rod. Solid. Thank you." I honestly, I just want to help people. I want to inspire them to become better players. I want to give them the knowledge that they need to be able to get there, and that's the way I kind of do things. So anytime that I land into an event, I'm always going around meeting the players and like last night. So there was a one of the guys that played in a hot seat match, and like he was feeling some type of way. So I was like, dude, I gotta tell you, this is the way the game goes. So, and this is a lesson for all you guys that play pool. If you keep this in mind and you truly understand this, it will absolutely change the way you think when you're at the table in any kind of competition. Okay. Two things that happen at the very beginning are momentum swings, right? So there's gonna every now and then the match is back and forth. So we've seen that yesterday in the Advanced Masters A side final, I think it was. Or was it a championship match? Because these guys met each other on the A side final, and they met each other in the championship match too. But they had 5 runouts in 16 minutes. So every now and then it's gonna be like that, where it's break run, and until we have a back and forth. But generally, the way it usually works is there's pockets of momentum. So one player will get some momentum, will win 2, 3, or even 4 games in a row, and then the second player, either gets defeated by that and they just give up, or they just take advantage of the next turn and then suddenly the momentum swings over their way. Now they're winning 3, 4 matches or racks in a row to be able to tie the match. And so I give this guy this advice about that. I said, listen, man, so you gotta understand that there's pockets of momentum in pool. It's just the way that the game has been built. And I don't know why, but it just works like that. For the majority of the matches, it always works like that. And so I said, your opponent is going to have a momentum swing. I said, and at some point, that momentum is going to switch. And you're going to know that you have a pocket of momentum on your side. I said, because what's going to happen is you're going to get back to a table where you normally, or let's say not normally, but you're going to get back to a table where you actually were going to lose that rack. Something happens. I don't know what happens, but something happens, a scratch, the opponent hooks himself on the 8 ball, whatever the case, but something happens that gives you the momentum back. And now you realize at that moment that, hey, the momentum's got to be on my side, right? And if you know that, if you know the momentum's on your side, then you can play a little bit extra confidence knowing that, you're going to have a little bit of fortune on your side for at least a couple of racks. And then, you'll battle it out. So when your opponent is the one that gets the momentum swing at first, well, you have to just be patient, right? Because your moment is going to come. Now, if you are the guy that gets the swing, the momentum at the beginning, what you have to do in that case, and we see this all the time, a guy going up 4-0 and then he loses 5-4, right? We see it all the time. What you have to do is, if you're up 4-0 in a race to 5, and the momentum is now switching over to your opponent, you have to start grinding out as much as you can. Every rack, man. I'm not saying go play safety battle all the way through, but what I am saying is that you want to have balance in your game, not do anything crazy. Don't take any crazy chances where you're going to turn the table over or anything like that. If you're in a tough situation, just play smart. That's what I mean by grinding it, right? Play your safety then, do what you got to do to survive that rack. Now, if you have that mentality when you're up 4-0 and you're trying to survive every rack, as if you're the one that's down 4-0, you're going to win that match, right? That's the mentality that's required for you to be able to win. And so I told this to this player, right? And so he gets into the A-side final. No, sorry. He gets into the championship match last night. And his opponent, man, is just swinging. So if you guys go watch that stream last night, the very last match of the night, it was a crazy battle, okay? It was what was it? I think it was a race to 5. I can't remember what the race was. I think it was no. So one player was going to 5, the other player was going to 7. That's what it was. And player A was the one that was going to 5. Player B was going to 7. So player A is the one that I talked to and gave this advice to about mentality and how to win in those moments and how to understand what's going on at the table. And I said to him, one of the advices I said amongst all that stuff is, listen, dude, if you believe in this and you see it and you understand it and you know it well, you're going to be the one that has the mental advantage on the table because you know exactly what's happening, right? You can see everything ahead of time. Okay, momentum's on my side, momentum's on their side. I got to grind out. You see all these things. So now you have a real special tool mentally to be able to help you battle on the table because you're more aware of what's happening, right? You kind of see and understand. And then that happens to me when I play. I'll be playing against someone and I get up and like, okay, the momentum's on my side. And then I see they're trying to come back. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, the momentum's on their side. So I got to slow down this momentum and I got to find a way to grind out a win. And so honestly, it helps you a lot. But anyway, so I told this guy this stuff. So his opponent, player B, gets up to a 4-game start. 4-0, man. Now at 4-0, you're usually going to break down, especially if the other guy's almost, getting close to winning. You're usually going to break down and be like, oh, man, I'm just going to lose this match. There's nothing I can do about it. This guy's just playing too good. There's no way I can win 4 games in a row, right? So that's all negative aspects of mentality. You don't want to enforce any of that. You want to get rid of all of that. And so by giving him that advice, what happened was that he just didn't give up. He just knew, the momentum was going to come his way. He knew, right now his opponent's up 4-0, but he knew that the momentum was going to come his way because I told him it would. And then the table gets turned over. I said to him, look, man, something's going to happen, your opponent's going to do something that you didn't expect to happen. He's going to hook himself, he's going to scratch, something like that. It's going to give you a rare opportunity that you just didn't expect to happen. And that's when you're going to be able to recognize that, hey, listen, I'm in my pocket of momentum right now. I have to use this to my advantage. So he recognized he was in the pocket of momentum for his side. The swing was going his way, and he just bared down, man. He made the runner on the first table, got a 9-ball combo, another 9-ball combo, and won the next game. Within 10 minutes of him being down 4-0, he tied up the match at 4, got on the hill first. And then his opponent was kind of rattled up. But he's a great player, right? So he's just shooting lights out anyway. And now I'm saying, and this is the commentator's curse, I'm going to blame this one on Chris Knowles. Because I don't believe in it, but he does. So he made it happen, man. But at that moment, the momentum swing was going back because one player's on the hill. So usually the pool guys, especially in a championship match, man, they're going to swing the momentum back just to make it fair so it goes hill. And then the last racket's like free-for-all. You're on your own, man. You got to earn it, right? That's the way it usually goes. So his opponent was looking like that. He had a chance to get on the hill as well. Came up just short, turned the table over, and the player A came in and said, okay, well, I'm going to close out now. And he ended up winning the tournament. So mentality, so important. Understanding about momentum in the table is so important too. Because a lot of times you think oh man, this guy's getting lucky, he's getting all the rolls. And so then that throws you off, right? You're like, oh man, there's nothing I can do. This guy's got all the luck. And trust me, you're going to get it too. You're going to get it too. And when you get it, just be ready for it, Embrace it. Make it all work. And I told you guys that today, we're going to be talking more about mentality because I think it's something that we don't talk about enough. And it's usually because that's what separates everyone, right? So how you think, how you behave yourself at the table, and how you endure the mental struggles at times when you're being challenged. All that stuff is what separates you from the pack. That's what gets you to become the champion within. And so talking about mentality, very important. Another thing that I think it's extremely important to talk about, but we never ever talk about it, man, is the emotion behind pool and how people react when things don't go their way. It's natural, man. When you're frustrated, things ain't going right, and it just keeps getting worse and worse after every shot or every rack. There's going to be a moment, a breaking point where you're going to be just snap. You're going to be done. You're I hate this game. I quit, right? It's something that happens, and there might be moments where you're talking to your opponent and you're like, oh yeah, you only won because I gave you a chance, you were lucky or whatever. There's a lot of that negative aspect when it comes to how people handle losing or when mistakes are happening at the table that are at the moment seem like it's out of their control. We need to understand that it's just part of the game. That's what I'm trying to get at. So if you have an opponent that you beat and they're snuffing you off, man, they're saying, whatever, you got lucky, you didn't deserve that, I had it, blah, 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 or I wasn't playing that great, that's the only reason you won, things like that. Just understand that, that person is feeling the pain from losing. It's a disappointment that we all feel when we lose. Some people are happy to lose when they lose. They're like, oh, it's okay, I'll try again next time. And the more competitive players, like, you know what, when I lose, it bothers me because I'm a good player. I'm not supposed to be losing, man, right? So then we get a little bit crazy about things, and to the point where people are like snapping cues, throwing stuff around, you know. And at some points, the arguments get so intense where they're even trying to fight, man. Like, it's crazy how the mentality goes, but just understand that it's just a process. It's an emotional connection to the game that they have no control over because they don't understand what's happening, right? And that has to do with the relation of being angry. When you're angry, no matter what it is, no matter who you are, when you're angry, you do stupid things, man. You know, if somebody really makes you angry and you're really annoyed with them, you're going to say stupid things to them and things that you're going to regret. I promise you, you're going to regret all of them. If you're angry and you do something crazy, you know, like snap your cue, throw a bottle across the room, and then you happen to hit somebody by accident. When you did it, you feel really good about it because you're angry, right? And anger is just taking over. It's making you nuts. It's making you rage. But when you're done being angry, you calm down, you relax, you start thinking about things. You're like, oh, man, I shouldn't have said that to that guy. Oh, man, I wish I didn't hit that guy with that bottle, right? Like, but you can't change that because the anger already took over and it happened. So the more we understand about this, the better you're going to be if you win the match playing against somebody that's bitter, to be able to understand them, right? So, and when it happens, is when somebody's like that, I'm like, you know what, dude, it's just the way it went. You know, you got unfortunate, and I got lucky a couple of times. You're going to do better next time, and I wish you the best. You know, something like that. So then that guy gets deprogrammed, right? Instead of being angry and throwing stuff around, he's like, all right, well, okay, yeah, I'll get the next one, right? And then next, you know, that guy's going to start learning, like, yeah, there's really no reason to get mad. You know, I still have life. I'm still all right, you know? And things change. The perspective changed mentally. And then now you start building up the tools that you need to become a better competitor mentally at the table. It's a process. I promise you, it's a process, man. So I think I'm going to have a lunch break right after this match, because you can only eat buffet until 2 o'clock, and we're now at 12:30. If I don't eat buffet, then I'm going to have to eat like small snacks throughout the day. So I'm going to make sure that I eat something. Plus, I have a reputation now, because yesterday I went into that buffet, man, and I busted a munch, and everybody's like, whoa, who is that guy? I didn't know you can eat like that. Like, yeah, no, trust me, man. When you're a streamer, you ain't got no time. Just give me a shovel, man. I'll eat it all. I got to go. But yeah, we're going to keep talking about mentality. I'm going to show, well, maybe on this, so maybe I'll show it throughout the whole day, every stream. So I'll reward you guys here for being great viewers, for being people that tuned in and watched and supported. I'm going to show you a little bit of something about mentality, all right? But we're going to wait till after this match is done. And then just say, one of you guys, doesn't matter who, just say, hey, dude, reminder about what you were going to show us on mentality. And then I'll show you something about mentality, okay? And I got a graphic set up for it, so it's easier to understand. And I'm telling you, this is an eye-opener, man. And when you look at this, you're like, oh, no. But when I'm explaining it to you, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, that happens all the time, right? And then when I show you the result of how to change that, and you actually implement it into your game every single time you go out to play, you're going to see that your mentality is going to be stronger, your confidence is going to be better, and your accuracy is going to be top-notch, man, because you have the right mentality now to be a champion within. Just bear with me. After this match, you will get a chance. Now, I should be all like, okay, well, you guys tuned in today. You guys supported the stream at the very beginning, so I'm only going to show you guys, and everybody else don't deserve that knowledge. But I'm here to make a difference for everyone. So every stream today is going to get that advice, the graphics that I show you. It's going to be a good shot. See, and so he's not thinking about it no more. Now he's starting to settle into his game. Makes the 8-ball, ties up the match at 2. Telling you, man. It's all the little things that matter when it comes to mentality, man. And when I talked to him and I said to him, hey, dude, like, don't wait till the last rack when your back's against the wall, you know, to play your best game. Play your best game now and ignore the stream. Don't worry about it, man. No matter how many times, don't worry about it. I also explained to him, you know, like, dude, like you're gonna think about the stream when you miss. You're gonna think about the stream when you make great shots. Don't think about it. You know, just play your game. As long as you're playing your best game, you're gonna have the best result at the table every single time. And if you don't win the match, you know, if it happens to be one of those situations where the other guy just outmaneuvered you or just outplayed you and you ended up losing, but you ended up playing your best game and you felt really good about your best game, it doesn't matter if you lost, you know, because you can walk away knowing that you just tried your best and that's just the way it rolls sometimes. Also, speaking of that, is you don't ever want to think about winning. Okay? Whenever you play a match, you don't want to be like, well, I'm going to win this rank. Ooh, I'm going to win this match. You don't want to think like that because when you put winning and losing in front of you, that is the end goal. And that's the wrong end goal, guy. The right end goal is play your best. As long as you play your best, you will have the best chance. And if you play your best and develop that mentality for years to come, you're always going to play your best. Every time you play against someone, they're going to know this ain't going to be an easy battle because this guy is a really good player. He's very consistent. Always try to play your best all the time. Don't think about winning and losing. Reset. Look at the shot. Make the shot. Go to the next shot. Make the shot. You're going to beat the guy you never beat all your life. Don't think about it. He doesn't exist. It's the shot that's in front of you. That's all that should exist. The more you do that, the better you're going to compete. The less you're going to miss under pressure.
Shot clock is there so we can keep things on time. So
Calling the shot clock for somebody.
do a 35 seconds, maybe.
Robin says, let's go, Tyler.
I'm just kidding. But I don't
Colin
want
Summer says, all the best, Tyler. Adam Wood, how you doing? Or Kurt says, you're doing a great job inspiring the players, buddy. I've learned a lot from you. Thanks, man. Honestly, I do my best to make a difference, like I say. And I don't care about like the accolades that people chase after when they're doing the kind of work that I do. I'm not into that, man. I'm just here to make a difference. And if anything else comes with that, whether it's, you know, wealth or fame, not that I've seen it yet, and I've been working my butt off for 5 years, man. If it ever comes, it comes. But yeah, one thing that I said to myself from the very beginning when I started doing this work is that I was never going to let the passion fade. I was never going to stop caring about how much I love pool. And I'm never going to stop trying to make a difference. Whatever happens throughout that journey, it's either a bonus or a challenge. And I will face both with open arms, ready for the battle, whatever it may be. But as long as I'm around, I'll just do my best to make a difference. And I'll do my best to let that passion grow within me and through all of you when you watch the streams. Maybe I should have been a politician. Right now, after I finished saying, I was like, yeah, I'm going to vote for that guy. Good old Mo says Stephen Roberts, the greatest teammate ever. Carol Gobernan says, love your advice. I always say, you don't play the person, you play the table. It's helped my nerves ease up. Yeah, and that's what it is, right? Like, I think the more you understand about that, the better you get at the table. Because, like, we're always getting engaged on who we're playing against, man. But let's say you're a 500, you play against a 700, and, you know, and you're playing your best game. That 700 is going to be like, that guy's not a 500. Right? A 500 don't play like that. But if you're smart, you can be, right? And you can play that way. And you might even have the opportunity to beat those 700s, man, because in the end, like, if you give them a chance at the table, yeah, they're probably going to do some damage. But if you don't, it don't matter. I've played against some really great players in my time through my community. And when I first grew up into the game, like, yeah, man, I play against those guys and I'd be nervous, like, oh, man, they're going to kick my ass. And sure enough, they would, man. I would do everything in my power to make sure that they won, you know? Wide open table, miss cue. Easy 8 ball on the side, scratch. You know, like, just little things like that, right? over time now, you know, when I play against those players, I never care about what they're doing. I don't care if they ran 5 racks in a row, you know, and I'm racing to 6. Give me a chance at the table, I'll just keep going, you know. If I run out one table, or if I just win that one rack and then you go and break and run out, nothing I can do about it, man. It is what it is. You were at the table. But when I'm at the table, you don't exist. But a lot of times we get engaged on who we're playing against and, oh, if I miss, they're going to do that. If I miss, they're going to run me out. Just don't think like that. That's the negative mentality. You don't want to do it. Stay positive. Exactly, says Carol. Capitalize on the errors. That's right, yeah. And so, like, like I was talking about momentum earlier, if you're aware of it and you see it come your way, like, you know, like, no matter what happens, you're going to have a battle here. You're going to have a chance to win. And even if you turn the table over, your opponent gets to the table and you're thinking, oh, man, they're going to get at it again. Don't think that. Just know that it's your momentum. No matter even if you turn the table over, something's going to happen. Something. They're going to tie themselves up to the last ball. They're going to scratch off something. They're going to move a ball into a bad area and get it tied up with no breakout. Something's going to happen. Don't worry about it. Just trust the system. Oh, wait. Don't trust the system. Nobody trusts the system. Trust yourself. Trust your game.
They're here and provide a service for you. Help you with your game.
And Carol says, contrary to what people believe, they make errors too. And you're right, they do. Check out YouTube now, catch up with you guys. Sorry, Callie, you didn't mean to miss your message there. It says message retracted. Band video says, let's go, Run Girl. And Kaylee says, let's go, Adam. Band video says, nice cleanup. Adam is on fire. Tyler doesn't break. Says band video. No, it's alternate breaks. And Kaylee says, all right, Adam, let's go. You got this. Sheesh. This is a nice little battle, man. It's just a straight race to 5, but these guys are still, you know, in a good little lock-in. Makes the shot to the corner. Again, like a dislocated shoulder or something. Might be just from sitting down for 3 days now. I don't like to lean back too often, but you know, I think that's what happens is I hunch over a little bit, so it affects my shoulder. Well, he tied up the 11 ball anyway, so he should get another chance at the table. He's left the shot on the 15 ball, but it looks like a scratch angle almost. So he should be safe. He should hit the horn and it'll come across. Just like that. But he focused too much on the horn. That's why he missed the shot. He just focused a little bit too much on the horn. Made sure that he was hitting the horn.
Oh, I love it. That's cool.
Oh, he's going to get the shot on the 7 ball and the shape for the 8 ball. Gonna have to put a little bit of right hand spin on this one, maybe a little bit of right hand draw, and not too much power, just like a poke stroke, you know, poke draw. They're gonna call the ref. He's calling the ref on himself.
That's a cute girl.
So he's not ready for the shot. Oh, we can't see it. See if he gets out of the way again so we can see it. He's got his extension out already, so he's not going to move out of the way. At this point, he's committed to the shot already, so we won't be able to see it. Yeah, he was fine. I mean, from this angle, it looked like he was fine. All the ref, just in case, didn't want to have any issues. So, Devil King down to Georgia. Love that song, man. And we got a battle. We got a battle here. Both players are bringing it. Three to two. Adam Erlinger into the lead right now. Needs 2 more to win the match. Tyler looking to just tie things up here, keeping it simple. He needs 3 to win the match. Rick and Karen Holden, how you guys doing? Mike Roeder, Joby Walters, Terry Carmichael, welcome to the stream. Carmichael, wasn't that like a name from The Godfather? Pretty sure that's what their name was before it became Corleone. Jorgen Nilsson, welcome to the stream. Lisa Price Sanderford, how you doing? Welcome. Jeff Patrick, Tosh, Mariah, Joe Flaherty, welcome to the stream. Dana Daves, Gino Vizano, Spencer, welcome. Bruce Michael or Maple, Charles Haynes, Deanna or Dina Bolzine French, welcome to the stream. Shazadi Rani, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's having a good week because now we're on Monday. I kind of lost myself on the days already because I've been in Vegas for, I think, too many days. You kind of lose track, man. Barely in sleep and you're going around like, okay, I got to wake up, I got to go. Is it day 3, day 4? Is it Monday, Tuesday? All right, let's see what he can do here. Options for the 13 ball and the 9. Gonna have to go for the 9. That's gonna run the cue ball maybe into that 15 ball, bring it off that cushion. Why he missed the shot. Missed the shot, but he missed it on the pro side because he's tied up the 4 ball near the 8. And now that ball won't really go anywhere. And he's also left Adam with not much of an opportunity here when it comes to the 3 ball.
You got all day today to sign up for the second chance, so if you lose out, you come to us your name and we'll get you on the list and we'll do the draw.
Yeah, all day today to sign up for the second chance if you did not
There's no additional fee to get
make it far into the bracket.
You will not be automatically put in. You must come up here and sign
And
up.
he's saying you must sign up. It's not automatic. If you lose and you don't qualify to get out of your bracket and you're qualified for the second chance, you have to sign up. They will not sign you up. It's so good. All right, and so by the way, if you guys are enjoying, the coverage, if you're enjoying the knowledge, if you're enjoying the matches, or if you just want to support me, period, the best thing you can do for me is to like the stream, right? Now, on YouTube, when you like the stream and you share the stream, it helps the algorithm to look at me as someone that other people might want to watch. And so then they'll start sharing the stream to people that normally would not even know that I'm around, that I do this kind of work. And we see a lot of it. Like we have people from Australia, from China that tune in, from all over the world, really, they're like, hey man, I'm so glad I found the stream. Cool. I'm enjoying it. So when you guys do that on YouTube, it helps a lot. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel and you feel like, hey, you know, I'd like to see this guy do some more things in the future, you can also subscribe to the channel. It's a really good way to support me. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Now, when it comes to Facebook, Facebook is like a dud, you know, it doesn't do a whole lot for me, but the algorithm will help me if you guys like the stream for sure. The more likes I get on the stream, the more it wants to push the content out. The more you share the stream, the more it wants to push the content out. I just don't make anything off of Facebook, while through YouTube, I actually monetize a little bit through advertising. It's going to be a foul. Says he touched the 4-ball on the way up. That's going to be a foul and a ball in a hand, which means that Adam is going to have a chance to get on the hill now. We're 40 minutes into this match. They're going to go ask the ref. What was he saying? That he nicked the ball or that he moved it with his hand? Talking about it. I'm going to go back and watch the shot again. Switch my angle here. Oh yeah, so like he moved the ball, but it was with his tip after he made contact with the cue ball. So usually in that situation, what it means is the opponent will get a choice to either spot it or leave it where it's at. Spot it meaning putting it back where it was. Susquehanna Billiards, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. David Boyce II, welcome to the stream. I think I like that better than when people say junior. I'm like, Arriagada Junior. And by the way, I don't have a junior. I've always thought about having a junior, but I got 5 kids already, man. So I don't know. I think I'm done. My wife's like probably watching around like, yeah, you are done. I do have 5 kids. And I don't know, like I think the junior is kind of weird, but I don't mind the idea of like the 2nd or 3rd, right? I like that. It just sounds so fancy, man. Like Arriagada the 3rd. Like, oh man, this is the 3rd one. Even deadlier. No. But yeah, I just like the sound of it, man. It just looks cool. Looks cool, sounds cool. I like the choice on the 5 because the 3-ball still has an option, and those 3 stripes were kind of in a bad spot. And taking that 5-ball opens up the table for him. And now what he's got to do is got to find the follow-up shot, which maybe could be the 7 to the side pocket, and draw back for the 7 to the corner, or stop it actually for the 7 to the corner, top left corner. Draw back some and then take that 1-ball instead. Another thing you can do is, because he's got some angle here, you can just run the cue ball off the cushion towards that 15-ball and 3 and let that 3-ball open a little bit more, which would also give him the shot on the 1-ball. The spot that he put the cue ball at, though, is not going to really do a whole lot for him. There is a shot to the side pocket. You're going to have to hit it with some bottom lefts to draw the cue ball off the bottom rail and back to the left side of the table. That will set you up for the 1-ball. A bit of a stroke shot, though, so not well. I guess it's kind of like a punch stroke. That's what it is. So I'm a little crazy, man. Like I was tired yesterday. I needed to get some sleep, and there was a player that I really enjoyed watching. That I thought, you know, this guy's got potential, man. This guy can be a really great competitor in the future. So I was like, dude, I just want to work with you for a few minutes before I wrap up here. I just want to show you a few things. And I decided I spent some time with this guy, you know, trying to show him some things, and he was grateful for it for sure. And I was grateful to have the opportunity to be able to share my knowledge with somebody that might become a real threat in the real future, or in the near future, I should say. And yeah, so I stayed here a little bit longer. I ended up getting back to my room, and by the time I went to sleep, it was like 3:30. So that's why I didn't come in this morning right at 9. I was feeling a little exhausted, and I was going to come in with like 4 hours sleep, and I didn't want to do that to you guys. So decided to just miss the first match. And today is like the beginning of the 8-ball singles. So like the first matches, you know, they're okay. Usually, if you get a good match, it's great, but it's the beginning, so it's like if you don't get to watch the match, it's not that big of a deal, But I'd rather miss the first match from the first round than to miss, matches that matter, like the A-side finals, the semifinals, the quarterfinals, championship matches. I'd rather not miss those ones. So I apologize because I know some of you guys were wanting to watch a stream right at 9 Vegas time, and no, I wasn't there. I did come down here by 9:30, so I didn't really sleep in that much, but I got an extra hour sleep, which it's gonna pull through. As you can see, I got a lot of energy right now. I don't drink coffee. I don't know where this is coming from, but it's got to be from that extra hour of sleep. Dave, is it Ternaski? Says, this stream, pro. Thanks for it as well as your informative commentary. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment, man. I really do. One of the things that I would love to see is like you guys just let me know what I'm not doing enough of, or where I can maybe improve. There's always ways of improving. A lot of people that I know in the industry say that I'm one of the best out there, but even then, I never feel like I'm one of the best. I always feel like there's so much more I can do, and there's so many ways that I can grow and become better at what I do. So feedback, even if it's negative, always good. Actually, negative feedback is probably the best, because if you have 100 people telling you, hey, that was a great stream, but you have one person saying, hey, man, you suck because you didn't do this, or because you did too much of that, whatever, that one person is giving me more information than the 100 people that say, hey, you did a great job. But if you want to say I did a great job and you truly believe it, I appreciate it. And there's been a lot of people here at the event that have seen me that I didn't even know were watching the stream. They're like, hey, dude, great job, man. Love your commentary. Love the way you work. So thank you to everyone that's taking the time to compliment me that way. But if you're one of those people, I'm not going to call you a hater, okay? So don't think that I'm going to call you a hater. Or if you're one of those people that didn't agree with it, or maybe there's something you didn't like, maybe I talk too much about things that are irrelevant. Maybe I sing too much, or I don't sing good enough. I heard that a few times. Let me know, right? It would be a pleasure to understand more of your perspective on how I do my work. Because when I'm doing it, like, I'm just trying to do my best all the time, no matter what. I don't know if I always deliver. I always hope that at the end of the stream that everyone that was playing on the stream and everybody that got to watch the stream, that they all enjoyed it. And that's why the likes are important. That's why the shares are important, because like the algorithm is one part of it, but the other part of it is from me, right? So like, for example, was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, I had a stream, and that stream had like 65 likes on Facebook or something like that. And like when I went to look at the stream at the end of the night before I go to sleep, and I see that much reaction on the stream, it tells me that people really enjoyed it. It means that I did a pretty good job and that they really enjoyed the competition. And so therefore I try to, be motivated for the next day so I can be, if not the same, maybe better. Try to bring that energy back, and get you guys going again and loving the game more. So yeah, the likes, absolutely. If you haven't liked the stream yet and you're sitting here watching it, you're thinking, hey, this guy's pretty good, or hey, this guy's all right, just like the stream, man. It'll support me a lot. And now if you're watching on YouTube and you already liked it and you have a Facebook page, or a Facebook account, I should say, you can go over there and like it on Facebook too, and just go right back to YouTube. And I get it, like YouTube is awesome, man, because you got that 1080p, 4K, you get that nice quality picture, right? I don't blame you, man. Honestly, when I get a chance to watch my streams, and I usually go back to watch my streams, especially when I'm at home in Manitoba, I'm always watching it on the big screen because I want to see if everything fit in properly on the screen, and I want to be able to watch the shots and really enjoy it. On my phone, I always got to flip it sideways, and it annoys me, man. I mean, you can see it still, but it annoys me, so I'd rather watch it on the big screen. YouTube is definitely the way to go, especially when it comes to the quality effect, because Facebook is only 720. Dave says, I play at Corner Bank in Toronto. Cool, man. Where do you play in Manitoba? I play at the Hangar. So like the Hangar is the spot where I stream usually. So another thing too, those of you that are watching me right now today, I'm not one of those guys that just streams like once every 3 or 4 months. I get an event and that's the only time I go work. I'm a passionado, man. I love streaming. I love people tuning in to watch pool. I love exposing the players out there for their great quality play. So I stream like every week, man. I'm sacredly streaming every Sunday out of the hangar. And then usually I'll have events throughout the year too. So I'll have tournaments on Saturdays, sometimes tournaments on Fridays. And I also have the round robin open 8-ball every Thursday. So that, like, if you're gonna watch and you really enjoy it, there's always gonna be something you're gonna learn when I stream, always. And there's always gonna be great competition, man. Wherever I go, there's always great competition. Especially at home in Manitoba, man. We got some really good players out there. Just trying to keep it simple here for the shot to the corner, and that's a really smart choice. The shot's a little tight, but he's got enough room to make it. 8-ball shape should be almost natural. He's going to overhit it, though. And so this is what I was talking about earlier. Remember I was saying, like, the pocket of momentum, how things happen. So here's a situation where, like, the player had a chance to get out, ends up hooking himself instead. Now the table could be turned over to Tyler, and if he gets on it, he'll have a chance to win another game, get within one. Maybe he gets an opportunity in the next rack and he ties up the match. But when you're in your momentum, you got to make sure you deliver, because, you know, the pool gods aren't that friendly. They'll give you a chance, but they ain't going to make it happen for you, man. You still got to make it happen. Steve Moreno, how you doing? Robert, welcome to the stream. Eddie Hensley, welcome to the stream. Tim Nelson. Daniel Keller. Chief Ray Brione, welcome to the stream. Shelly Boulay. Robert Fitternato, what's happening, man? How you doing? Javier Baron, welcome to the stream, or Baron. I'm Spanish, so I might pronounce it differently. I'm also from Canada, which, you know, I usually apologize, just so you know. How do you know somebody's Canadian? Just bump into them. They'll tell you they're sorry. Like, it doesn't matter. If you're from Canada and the other guy was 100% at fault, like, hey, man, I'm sorry, dude. Guys look at you like, I bumped into you, man. Like, I know, it's okay. I'm still sorry, bro. It's in my nature. The other thing that I'm trying to stay away from, but, you know, when I go to certain communities out in Canada, I'll get it. I'll pick it up again. But in Canada, they say A, like EH at the end, A. So, like, they'll say, oh, he made a great shot, eh? Look at the way he played that shot, eh? Oh, man, this guy's in trouble, eh? So, like, that's how they talk. I try not to. Every now and then I get influenced, man. And in America, at least back in the day when I used to live here, a lot of Americans will say, huh? Pretty neat, huh? Oh, man, that was your chance, man. You blew it, huh? Like, you know, it's like, that's one of the things that I remember from America, man. And Canadians, we say A. A and sorry, man. Two signatures of a Canadian. Needs to open up that 14 ball. I'm surprised he's not trying to open up that 14 ball. Is he going to try to open it up now, or is he thinking maybe he's just going to play safety? Is he going to cheat it off the rail and in? Around the 8-ball? He's going to go for the break on now. Crazy. I think he might be able to make the shots, though. I think. He's telling his opponent, you might want to call the ref. Okay, so while they're doing that, we're going to go over here and get on this. You can see here the angle that he's got to make the shot. Gonna make the shot. The ref's gonna say it's a good hit. Eight ball in the corner is good. He's down by one. Momentum swing, I tell you. It's a real thing, man.
I don't know. The videos.
Is it 3-3? I had 4-3.
Okay,
That's how
I'll go. I gotta go by the score. So whatever the score is, that's what I go.
That's why I asked him because I saw the video. And I'm like,
Yeah. Because I thought he was already on 3 and then he won that game, so I thought that put him on the hill.
that was 2-2.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
It was 3-2 him, and then
Okay, we're good. Like I said, no matter what, I got to go by your scores. You know, that's why I always check up and follow on there too.
So a score correction here. It's 3-3. I thought it was 4-3. And okay, let me see. Did anybody hear? Yeah. Yeah, so that will make sense. He's breaking down. Did anybody see that? Anybody correct me here? No, nobody corrected me. So everybody just trusted me that the score was right. What about on YouTube? Like, we usually have guys like Harold paying attention. Harold, where you at, man? Do your job, bro. Nice Smith says, Kaylee, come on, Adam, clear that table. And she says, yes, fire. Juan Viet says, thanks for the stream. You're very welcome. And this is a new viewer. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Can you tell us a little more info on the players? Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I can tell you what I can see anyway. I don't know the players. I've never met them prior to today. And so the only things I can really tell you about them is that Adam Rudinger is from the Redwood Empire ACS Pool League in California. And his winning percentage at the moment is 83%. Mojo Billiards and Gaming Limited from Calgary, Alberta. That's where Tyler is from. He's got a CSR rating of 1735, which puts him in roughly about a 500, I think, in Fargo rate. And he's got a 51% winning streak, or 51% wins, with 53 games played. Adam only has 6 games in the system. He's got 83%. So let me take a look at their Fargo rates. You want info? I gave you info, man. Fargo. Internet here for some reason just lags for a split second. All right, so I'm going to check out Adam first. So Adam is from Santa Rosa, California. His robustness is 836 games, and he's got a 509 Fargo rate. Tyler Leslie. So he's from Calgary, Alberta, has a 111 robustness, and has a 524 Fargo rate. Other than that, I can tell you that Adam has people here cheering him on, rooting him on. Tyler is sitting by himself at the moment. And yeah, that's about all the information I can give you on the players right now. Anything else that you're looking to know about them? Let me know and I'll look into it. I didn't pay attention to how they shoot, but it looks like Tyler's a right-handed player, which will tell me that he's likely a right-side brain thinker. But the way that he's walking around analyzing things would tell me that he's a left-sided brain thinker. And you're like, what does that mean? If you didn't watch the stream yesterday, you won't know. But if you watched the stream yesterday, like, oh yeah, you talked about this. So the right side of the brain, the way that works if you think with that side when you play pool, you're more instinctive. You shoot fast. You just look at things. You shoot. You just know where to go. Everything is just almost automatic. And you see some of those players. We've seen a lot of them last night. There was like fast-paced players and just shot, angle, finish. You know, that's the way they played. Now, the left side of the brain, the way that works is that it needs more information, right? It needs to know as much as possible about what's going on the table, everything, you know, and as long as you know everything, then you're going to be ready for the shot. If you don't see all the information, let's say that, you know, okay, I got to get the cue ball in a certain area, but you never went around to look at it, where you want the cue ball. And then you're shooting, the left brain's thinking to yourself, like, well, where am I going? And you're like, I'll just make the shot. I know where I'm going. I'm just going to go in that area. You're going to get in trouble because you weren't fully committed to it. Adam's going to miss the shot. That's going to turn the table over to Tyler. Harold says, busy listening to you, Yoda. All the summer says, yes, I'm Canadian. I play with Tyler. Cool, man. Mr. Joe Cave. Do I get to see you today, Joe? I'm gonna have to have a break right after this, man. So if you come see me now, I won't be around, man. I'll be at the buffet busting a munch. If I can make it there in time. Patrick Smith, how you doing? Lance Stanchfield. Robert Demapolis, welcome to the stream. Friggin' A, Tyler. LOL, says Colin. Yeah, it's a Canadian thing, man. If you ain't saying A, you're not Canadian, eh? What about if you're able to use both left and right? So that makes a dangerous player, okay? Oh, so another thing about the left and right. So if you're a right brain thinker, actually, no, let's scratch that. Every time that you're at the table and you have a brain fart, that's the left side of your brain playing that game on you. The right side is like not thinking about any of that stuff. It's just at the table and just doing its thing. The left side is like you're about to make the eight ball, like you're getting down to aim it, you know, and you're about to shoot, and then suddenly the brain's like, "Oh, this is for $1,000," and you're like, "What?" And I miss, right? Hey, I wonder what I'm gonna have for lunch today. Hey, what was that shirt that person was like? Those little things, those little brain farts, they usually tend to come from the left side of the brain. So people that play the game with the left side of the brain, the way they think like that, they tend to find a faster way to be able to stop the brain farts from happening. While the right side, they kind of get affected by it all the time. Now, the other thing is the right side always plays with a higher pace. So what happens is that they will tend to get out of shape a lot, and they will tend to make mistakes more often than not, because they don't really take the time to walk around and look at where they want the cue ball. They just look at the table and they with their eyes, they say, I just got to be in that area, and they get there. A left brain player is going to take their time to figure out exactly where they want the white ball. They're going to calculate the spin that was required for it, and they're going to calculate the speed that was required for them to get there. They're going to do everything thoroughly as if it was like, you know, a real math test, and you just want to get the right answer 100%. So those kind of things happen. Now, going back to Harold's question, what about if you're able to use both left and right? I'm ambidextrous, okay? So, and I play, I'm going to say like 70% accuracy with my right hand, and if it's a easier shot, like 100%. But the 70% comes in when I'm trying to make a shot with shape, playing spins. And yes, I can play spins, I can do all sorts of stuff with my right hand, but I'm naturally a left-handed player. So what happens is that when you start using the other side of the brain, it starts working together. So then you have more of a rhythm buildup because of it mentally, right? It also kind of helps you to be able to create good mental skills because you're starting to understand more about your brain, right? And in my case, like for me, switching to right hand, it wasn't so much about the brain, but it was more about necessity, right? So I played on a snooker table for a couple of years as I was trying to become a pro, and not a pro snooker player. I was trying to become a pro 9-ball, 8-ball player. I was in the middle of that. Oh yes. So I switch hands because like when you're playing snooker, you got to use the bridge and the extension, like the long 12-foot cue, and there's gonna be lots of moments where you're gonna be like stuck having to use that reach. So for me, like I felt like it was always a disadvantage, and I didn't like it. I never liked the bridge. I guess, you know, I'm one of those players that grew up playing pool in the almost late 90s. And I don't know, back then people used to like make fun of you when you used the bridge, right? And like everyone used to make fun of you. It wasn't just like your teammates; it was everyone, man. Like, oh, look at him playing with a little extension. What's wrong, bro? Can't you switch your hands? No, it wasn't like that. But they used to bug you all the time. Like, oh, look at him. Like, why can't you be a real man and just stretch out? So eventually, I taught myself how to play with the right hand. And at first, yeah, you know, I look, you know, you ever thrown a ball with the opposite hand that you normally throw a ball with? It looks pretty gimpy, right? So when you first switch hands, trust me, you look pretty gimpy at the table. And a lot of times people are like, what is he doing? Why is he so stupid? Why is he switching hands? Like, he could have just used the reach, right? But then you just keep doing it. And eventually, after a few months of doing it, you're going to realize that, hey, this isn't so bad. Like, my body's getting used to it. Muscle memory's starting to work now, right? And it doesn't take long, especially if you're trying all the time. I think it took me probably like between 6 to 8 months to get it. You know, at least to get going enough to where I was making like 40% of my shots. Now that I've been doing it for, when was that, 2018? So it's been like 5 years, man. I can go to the table and I can maybe even give you guys a demo of this later on if there's an opening of time. But I can go to a table and I can run a table shooting left and switching right, then switching left, then switching right, and then switching left and switching right. I can do that. I can constantly just switch hands back and forth and run a table out. It's crazy how it works, man. But it's just time. It's effort, putting in the time and just developing the skill itself. For me, it was necessity, and then it became my bread and butter. But it was necessity for snooker, and I also have a glass eye on my left side. So I'm a lefty. Playing shots on the left, my depth perception is way off, right? Over time, I developed the skill to be able to understand how to hit it and to compensate without the depth perception. So I could still play really good when I have those shots where I'm usually not seeing out of my left eye. But when I play on my right hand, then my cue is directly under my right eye, and that gives me a really good lineup for most of the shots. So when I'm switching over, it's actually helping me because I get a little bit more accuracy out of it, even though I'm pretty good with my left because that's what I've been playing with all my life. When I switch over to the right hand, I become more accurate, and the shots that normally people will miss when switching hands, I actually make more of them because it's easier for me to see the angles and to see the contact point. I'm right on it. Joe K says, Rod, they must be paying you pretty good to afford to eat in the casino. One of the things that I asked in the contract was that they would provide either a meal pass, or in the last year when I came over, they had a 24-hour staff buffet for the people that worked at the casino. And what they did is they gave us a 24-hour pass for us because for me, like usually I don't know when I'm going to have a break. So having a 24 access to food is really good for me. I can just go down anytime I need. But they don't have that option here. So they wanted to make sure that, you know, like that I wasn't spending all my money that I was making on just trying to get through the week here. So they provided the meal coupons, and that's what I'm using to be able to go out there and have my meals. And so just so you understand, like in my line of work, when I get called to do a job anywhere, I get my quote, and usually that quote will always include the travel and food expenses. And when they're just paying a lower quote, then they have to pay for the hotel room and they have to pay for the food. So, and everybody agrees with it, man, because like they know I'm honestly, I don't know if I'm one of the best out there, but I'm honestly one of the most passionate people out there when it comes to the work that I do. And when I get hired, I always try my best. I work my hardest. I do everything I can, you know, all the bells and whistles to be able to provide the best quality stream that I can, whether it's pool or anything else. Of course, it's way better in pool because I love pool, but in every other department or every other industry that I work in, I give it the same attention, the same respect. Nice shot. Oh, man, he just avoided the scratch. What a shot. All right, so he's on the hill now, officially. He wasn't on the hill earlier, but he is now. Check it out, yo. Check it out, yo. This is a tough 8-ball. But he made it work, and oh, man, just avoided the scratch. All right, so Tyler Leslie with his back against the wall right now needs to win the next game just to push it to the last rack, and then after that he's at the mercy of his opponent because it will be Adam Rodinger that will break the last rack if we get to that hill showdown.
definitely a nice boat to go back and just
Harold
gaze.
says, I played darts both ways. Cool, man. That's just as difficult. So that's the equivalent of throwing a ball, man. You know, throwing a ball with the opposite hand. I'm telling you, it just looks ridiculous. You can have the manliest man in the world. I mean, like the full beard, you know, ripped muscles, just the scars all over his face and his arms, and he switches hands to throw a ball, and the guy just looks like he's, you know, looks like a girl throwing a ball. No offense to girls that throw balls, by the way. Because girls are like, hey, wait a minute, I throw a pretty good ball. I pitch. Yeah, never take any offense to anything I say. And if you do, you know, I'm sorry. I'm a really good-hearted guy, man. A lot of people misunderstand me along the way, and I think eventually most of them kind of get to see that I'm a really good guy, because no matter how many times you know, step on my toes, I'm always trying to give you respect, man, because just because you can't see me for the value that I provide, I always see the value in you, even if you don't have any value. And that's true. And I never see anybody that doesn't have any value. I always see people that, if they take the time to do anything in life, they're valuable. And even if you're not doing anything in life right now, one day you will. Your life is still valuable, no matter what. And I'm a people first kind of guy, you know? Fame, money, all that kind of stuff always comes second, third, fourth. I want to say my parents raised me right. It was my mom mainly that raised me most of my life. I mean, my dad was in there and he kept me straight, but he was the old school type, you know, the kind of guy that like whip you around. You didn't listen, you got smacked, you know, didn't listen again, you got hit with something, the belt or the spoon. So he just taught me how to, like, you know, be ready for abusive relationships. I can laugh about it now because, you know, I'm much older, but back then it wasn't funny, man. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I didn't mean to. Let it go, bro. And he never did. Yeah, my mama raised me, man, and I give her credit for the way that I am. And also my uncle. I have an uncle that lives out in Arizona. He's the guy that I went to go see on the way here. And the reason why I chose to drive out here this year, I haven't seen him in many years, but that gentleman, his name is Pedro Olivares. He inspired me so much in life. And the only reason why I am most of what I am today is because of his inspiration throughout my years. Every time we ever seen each other or talked on the phone, it was always the same, man. Like, he just knew that he had to put some time on me and give me a little bit of guidance. And honestly, without his guidance, I wouldn't be who I am. Shout out to my uncle and to my mom. Just trying to find something here. My uncle, he's in real estate, mortgages, loans. And I used to advertise them all the time, and I haven't advertised them in a while, so I'm going to find the information for you guys. So I can share it to you guys, because he's in the Arizona area, so he can help people all around, and he's a really good guy, man. Really smart guy, too. And if there's any way he can help you to get approved for a loan, he will do it. He will find a way. There's people that have gone and seen him that they thought there was no hope in hell they could maybe get a home, and he's helped them get a home. I'm telling you, just like I'm passionate about the work that I do, my uncle is passionate about life too, man. He believes I'm making a difference. As I do. I can't define his logo. Hold on, we won't be down. All right, so I'm going to show you this one. The one that I have here is actually, it's from, I'm going to have to upload the new one, but this one here is from him being when he was in New Mexico, because he's moved around a bit, man. And he was in New Mexico for a few years, and now they moved him over to Arizona. They're talking about moving him around again, so always trying to keep moving in the world. Not afraid of challenges. Just give me a second here. I'm almost set up. All right, and we got a showdown here. It's a 4-4 matchup. Tyler Leslie on the hill as well. It's gonna come down to the very last rack. They're doing the handshake, man. It's time to get going in this match because it's hill. Whoever wins this one is gonna be the one to keep going on the A side or in the winner's bracket. Or for you. Good job, man. All you can do is get yourself to the battle, and this is the battle now. All right, so here's Mongo's logo right here. Rocket Mortgage. He is the executive loan officer, and this one right now is showing New Mexico, but he's located in Arizona, and technically he's located in Phoenix. But if you want to get a hold of him, you can get a hold of him at 480-200-1341. That's his cell number. Directly at 480-548-5697. And you can also reach him via email at pedroolivares@rocketmortgage.com. I'm telling you right now that my uncle will go above and beyond for you. You won't regret calling him. We're in the final rack of this matchup, and I always say, man, like when we get to the final rack, there's always going to be something crazy, like a big grind out match. That's exactly what happened in this one, man. Table's pretty tied up. There's going to be, some safety play. There's a lot of breakouts. There's no real opportunity for a wide open table here, and this is going to make this showdown be quite interesting. Because now it's the skills of the players, right? So the momentum part already came in. One player got the momentum, the other player got the momentum. When it gets to the hill, the momentum is off the table. Now it comes down to who is the better player. It's almost like the pool guys just, always want to see, they want to have fun at the end and see how you do on your own type thing. Tyler working the table. He's got the shot on the 15. Needs to get into that 13 and 12 ball area. I believe the 10 ball goes. Let's take a look at the side angle here. No, the 10 ball does not go. You're gonna look to see if the 10 is available, and I know it wasn't. He's gonna call it though. He feels like it goes. Now the thing about this, like going for the shot is one thing, but you're gonna also want to go for the breakout. That can be dangerous here. Oh, he was able to make it. I mean, when I looked at the camera angle, it looked like there was no way he was gonna go. And he was just focused on making the shot. That's all. Worked out pretty good. He's got the shot on the 11 ball, I believe. That's gonna push that 3 ball over to the 10 ball, or sorry, 12 ball. But if he hits it properly, the 3 ball will go above the 12 ball.
I mean, it did it. No?
So we're gonna have to call a ref on this one. Yeah, a lot of room there. I turn the table over, and Adam Rodinger is gonna get a chance to win the match now. At the beginning of this break, it was nasty. There was no real opportunity there, but now Tyler's removed a few of the balls off the table, has opened up and spread the solids a bit better. So a real chance here in front of Adam to be able to close out the match. Diego Armando Valeta Negrete, welcome, bienvenido. Jason Brennan, Jay Shouting, David Borbo, Robert Buckner Sr., welcome to the stream, guys. Desmond Hopkins, Michael Shipton. Hope everybody's having a great week. It's just starting off now. Well, technically, it's been a couple of days, but hope you guys are enjoying it. Mr. Joe Cave says, you do a great job. I usually watch you from the hangar every Sunday. I know you do, Joe. I really appreciate you tuning in all the time, man. Harold says, LOL, it's just forearm for the most part. Josh Hannick, welcome to the stream. Harold says, it's just a forearm for the most part when it comes to the darts. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I guess it's just training, right? You can develop it. I think, like, if darts is one of those weird things, I don't know really much about it, but I'm thinking, like, if you suck at darts and you're closing your left eye, you might want to, close your right eye instead. Now, if you're still missing and you're, throwing the darts with your right hand, you might want to switch over to the left one, right? That's probably about the only reason why I would do the switch. Doing a switch and just throwing darts with both hands, like how I play pool, switching hands every shot. I just don't see the benefit of that in darts unless you're just trying to be cocky, man. Like, look at me, I can throw with both hands. Is that you? Is that you, Harold? I mean, I don't do that. When I play ambidextrous, I don't do it just to be cocky. I do it because it's survival, right? It's a necessity. But it does look like you're cocky, and the opponent usually looks at you like, "Well, look at this guy. He's switching hands. I'm gonna beat him now. Like, no way you're gonna do that to me on the table." Right? But they never understand. Like, it's not anything to do with cockiness. It's necessary, 100% necessary, and that's the only reason to do it. But when I'm playing against friends, man, yeah, I'll get cocky. Like I was saying, I'll switch hands back and forth throughout the whole rack, and I usually just, they laugh and then they get amused and then they get scared. Mama. I'm losing my voice, man. I need some honey. Frank O'Brien, Mr. Brad Beardy, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Viva Las Vegas, baby. Got check up on YouTube. I'm not trying to neglect you guys, just so you know. Jeff G says, players didn't pay for a promotional spot on the stream. Players didn't pay for a promotional spot on the stream. I'm not sure what that means, man. What are you trying to say? Can you be a little bit clearer about that? I'm not taking offense to it. I'm just trying to understand what you mean by that. And technically, like, the organization is the one that brought me out here, but it's through the players how it all happens. So I'm not sure if that statement is accurate. And if it's about my uncle's advertising, he's my uncle, man. He didn't have to pay. He's my uncle. And if you ever need a loan and you call him, you're going to see why. I'm telling you, he's one of the greatest guys you could ever meet. I'll wait till you clarify what the statement means, though, so I can understand where you're coming from or what it meant. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Got so lucky on this one, man. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity there, but the 9-ball was available. He had a chance to get started. And then missed shot from Adam was going to lock him right up. And Tyler's looking at him like, "What's this, man?" I guess he didn't see what happened. How the lucky roll came about. He's just looking like, "Huh? Is it the ball in hand? Like, what's going on?" He's like, "No, you're locked up, bro. I locked you up, man." Oh, I see. Harold says, "I have frozen shoulders. Can't lift arms too high." I see. Like a T-Rex. Kidding. Babe, I'm gonna call you that. I'm gonna call you T-Rex from now on, man. Not because you have short little stubby arms, but because you can't lift them too high. I finally found a nickname for you, Harold. It took about 3 years, but we're on it now. Jeff says that was regarding the question above mine. You showed the loan officer card, and the guy above me said to talk more about the players. Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that comment. So now I get it. Yeah, I guess they must have retracted their. It was a joke. Okay, I get you, man. Leonard says thrilling stream. Thank you. Well, I did talk about the players. Somebody asked me, like, "Hey, can you talk about the players and can you tell me more about them?" And I gave them every information except for, what kind of shoes they're wearing and, their weight. I gave you the weighted average, though, but I usually don't interact too much either. Like, I do engage with the viewers, but I try to stay, like, pool focused. And honestly, I get what you guys are saying. This one hasn't been as pool focused, so since we're on the last rack, I'm going to zip it. Don't talk to me for at least a few minutes until this rack is over. I'm going to do my thing here. Ball in hand. Of course, he's going to get a ball in hand. That was a beautiful roll that he got on that one. 3-ball is definitely the toughest ball he's got. 8-ball's going to be tough to get to as well. You can play this through the cushion and back across to get set up for the 2. Gonna go a bit further. He'll have the shot on the 1-ball still. Could also take the shot on the 4-ball to the bottom right corner, but now you're shooting with the ball, so usually you're not gonna do that. The shot to the side is a little threatening for some people, depending on what kind of skill level you are. So he might be looking at this like this is a trouble situation, or like that he might scratch. As long as you're playing this with top lefts, then you're gonna be okay. You can come off the rail. The only problem is you got to watch out not to run into that 12-ball. But if you run into a 12-ball, then you might get fortunate enough to get that 2-ball to the side. However, running into that 12-ball could also tie up the 8-ball. So you're in a weird situation here where like things can work out really good, or you can maybe be in a little bit of trouble. So if I'm going to make this shot, I would do toss spin and like that much left. Something like that. And he did run into the 12-ball. He did have the shot on the 2. Anybody in the building, in the event, if you got some open time and you're saying, "Hey man, I'd like to come down, sit down, do some commentary. I think I can do the same kind of work or even better, or I can complement the work this guy's doing," come on down, man. Don't be afraid. Just don't expect to pay though, that's on you, voluntary. If you're really good though, I'll buy you a beer if you're really good. And if you're like amazing, man, maybe I include you the next time I come around if I get a chance to come around again. Whether I get a chance to come around again, it's completely up to you guys. I mean, the feedback is what everybody's looking at. So if ACS sees, like everybody's liking the stream, everybody's engaging with the stream, and everybody's sharing the stream, then they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to maybe bring this guy back. And if they see like, some dud action, like, 100 views, 1 like, and it was an anger, there's a pretty good chance I'm not going to get another job with them. But I'm hoping that, you guys will support me being out here. I did come from Canada, and I traveled 3 days to get here. I'm a real passionate guy about pool. I really love it. So I hope that you guys will support me that way. But if you don't, if you have hurt feelings because I'm not talking about the players enough, that's okay. I appreciate the fact that you're telling me this, because now, moving forward, I'll talk a little bit more about the players. Well, he got up there. It's not what he wanted, but he got up there. Some draw action with some spin. I think he was trying to break into it. He didn't quite get it. Still looking at the shot. There really isn't a whole lot of option here. Maybe the bank corner. Yesterday when I looked at this angle, I thought that maybe it didn't go through. Now I know that it did go through, so there's a good chance that this bank corner could go. The only problem is if you make the bank corner, you don't really have a shot on the 8-ball unless you draw back. And then if you're drawing back, you're going to come down to the right side of the table, just below that middle pocket. Not against the rail, but within that line where that first diamond is below that middle pocket. That's where you would come. Waiting for players from the other tables to get out of the way so we can focus on the shot. He's going to call safety. As long as he makes, well, I don't know. He's going to probably leave a shot on the 9-ball, but he's trying to pot this ball in the corner. No, he's not. Okay, good. I thought he was going to try to pot this ball in the corner, but he made a really good choice here. Really nice safety. Leaving the cue ball on top of the 8, top notch. Thought I was going to be quick here and just reply with a safety himself. Got a little extra kick off that. See here, this is the lineup for the shot. So a really good safety, but if you're a jumping type player, you can just jump over here and make that shot to the side pocket, which will give you the shot on the 8-ball too. Gonna hit it. Cue ball's trying to scratch. Oh, and it's gonna hold up. Wow, man. Another break here for Adam. That's telling me that the momentum is on his side for some reason. And right now, usually when a hill battle, the pool guys don't get involved in the battle, but it seems like they're getting involved in the battle. Perhaps it's, people watching him, cheering him on. Maybe they're wishing for, things to go Adam's way, and that's what's happening here. But usually, there's no involvement from the pool gods in the last rack. Adam's had 2 lucky breaks so far on this one. And so now if they're involved and they're going to give him a couple of lucky breaks, that means they're going to give Tyler a couple of lucky breaks too. And maybe one of them will come up here after he pots this ball. If not, this match will be over. All right, so there's a lucky break, just like I was talking about. He gets his lucky break. Instead of missing, or instead of making the shot and getting up for the 8-ball, he's going to miss it. That's going to give Tyler a chance to be able to win the match now. Now, the most important thing here for Tyler is just make sure that he gets to finish, because he's not going to get another opportunity. Straight line set up here to get onto the 13 ball. He's going to play safety. Interesting, man. I don't know why he plays safety. I mean, he tied up the 8-ball, so he's going to get himself a chance. So on that perspective, he did good. Okay, so never mind. So he played the first shot, now he played safety. And that's a great safety, so that was smart. That was smart. Now he's taking away almost every opportunity on this one. I don't know if this side will tell us, but like he's tucked in. You can see he's tucked into that 8-ball pretty good. Needs to get off the rail with some spin. Lots of spin. Let me see if I can show you. All right, so you would be hitting this ball straight to the rail, and then you would have to put that kind of spin on it. He's gonna miss the shot. Like normally you're thinking about putting full right hand spin on that one, but that's not going to be good enough because you can't hit that directly on one rail. I think that's what he was thinking he could do. You have to hit it off 2 rails. And now the first kick had to hit that right side cushion. The second rail had to hit just above that side pocket on the left. That would have given him the straight line to the 2. If I'm Tyler, I'd do another safety here. I'd just bank out this 11 ball and freeze up the white ball to the 8 again. I'd put the cue ball above the 8 ball and just bank out that 11 ball. He's thinking about just breaking this out. Risky, man, because if you don't break it out, you're not going to have much opportunity to be able to play a safety either. Hour and 35 minutes into this match now. He's going to call a safety. Looks like he's realizing that this is probably the best choice. Yeah, good choice, man. Just make sure you don't tie up your 2 stripes, though. You got to bank it out. There you go. Great shot. Great shot. So then, once again, Adam will be in that spot where, you know, you got to play that spin shot. It's got a little bit more room to work with, so I would go maybe like another half a tip over. So from center, I would go like 1 full tip to the right from center. So now we're looking at something more like, no, it's too far. Out there. That center nut. Sorry, I gotta move this manually. That's too much. Like that. That's what he's looking for. He's gonna turn the table over with a ball in hand. Tyler and Leslie with a chance to close out. Looking for a big draw shot here to get back up for the 11 ball. Gotta watch out not to dig too deep into the ball and end up jumping the white ball over or accidentally jumping the ball slightly, which will stop the draw. Gonna get it back pretty good. Might have to move the 8 ball here or draw behind it. He's gonna try to get past it. He's gonna get through it just enough to make the shot. Hard to tell how much room he had out there, but he obviously had enough room to be able to make the position for the 8 ball in the other pocket. And now the 8 ball in the corner for the win.
All right, final call for.
He's gonna make it. He's happy about the finish. 5-4, the final score. Stop the timer is 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 50 seconds on that one. And well, I'm gonna see if they give me a break or if I can take a break because the buffet's gonna shut down in 20 minutes. What I don't know. I don't like leaving unmanned streams, but maybe if it's gonna be a really good match, I might just leave it unmanned. And I'll just leave the comment on the top. Letting you guys know I'm away from the stream right now. And instead of taking like my hour or hour and a half, whatever they give me for a lunch break, I'll take like 10 minutes, man. I'll go bust a lunch with some authority over there, and then I'll come right back. That way, when we miss some of the action, you're not going to miss like 2 or 3 racks when it comes to the score, and then I'll come back and be able to update, and you guys will be able to continue to watch the stream. Self-sacrifice is what I'm all about when it comes to the love of the game, but right now I'm starving, man, so I'm going to go find out what's the word, and I'll be right back.
Coming down to the last few shots there.
Good decision on the safety.
Oh yeah, thanks. I was contemplating. I don't want to look like an idiot on the screen. I gotta stay safety.
Because you're thinking about playing the breakout, but now if you play the breakout, you want that 8 ball in the back spot, you have a shot on the 11, you sold up.
Yeah, and the 11 didn't go. So thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I kept it together on the screen. Thanks for your help. Yeah, you know what? I gave a guy advice last night.
All right, so that's the last match until 3 o'clock now, guys. 3 o'clock Las Vegas time. It's 1:45, and players on the right, I believe, are just warming up. So there's no other matches at the moment. I'll be back with another stream, guys. Let's check out the last highlight. I gotta go so fast, man. The buffet's gonna close right away. I might have to run for the first time in my life. All right, and we'll bring this down here. Shout out to ACS celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. Brutal Game Gear providing the shirts for the event. Beautiful shirts, man. We're going to see some of them throughout the day. Acme Omega, the sponsors. Without them, things don't happen. Shout out to my uncle again. I don't know. Somebody said something, so I'll put it up again. Pedro Olivares, 480-200-1341. That's a cell number. Executive loan officer, lives in Arizona, covers most of the southern area and the USA. So if there's anything he can do for you, let him know. Myself, Rod Arriagada. If you guys want to subscribe to my channel, find me under Rod Arriagada /CSLMANITOBA. And if you're there, you can support me by subscribing to the channel or by liking the stream. Email me if you're looking for me to come out to cover an event for your organization, whether it's pool related or not. I have experience in different fields. I do concerts, elections, sporting events, indoor and outdoor, talent shows, whatever you can think of. There's not much that I cannot do. Let me know how I can help you. All right? And that's it. Pool wisdom. The more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle, and get to those tables and become the champion within. Only way to get there is through your own efforts, man. You're not going to wake up one day and just be a genius at the table. However, if you're putting in time all the time, you know, and you're playing for months on end and days on end and years on end, one day it's all going to click. And when it all clicks, you're going to be ready to go, man. part of it all clicking is finding what you're not good at and work on that. Always work on what you're not good at. Maintain what you're good at, but work hard on what you're not good at. Make what you're not good at something that's natural, and then you're not going to have a hard time at the table at all. You're going to be a champion within. Oh, and I got to go back. Sorry, I got to go back. So I promised something, and I got to stick to my word. Okay, I'm not going to eat the buffet today. I guess I'm going to just go eat somewhere else because there's no way I'm going to make it in time. And I got to show this because I said I was going to, so I'm going to pop it up, and I don't want to be a liar, man. Some people were staying to watch because they wanted to understand some of this knowledge. So, you know, I'm going to deliver. I'm going to deliver. All right, so those of you that watch me all the time, you guys know about this. But what this is called big circle, small circle. Okay, the champion mentality, that's what it actually is. That's how I think of it. But there's a big circle and a small circle. So anything that happens on the big circle should never be involved in the small circle. The small circle should only be the execution. Okay, just making the shot. That's all that's left in the small circle. In the big circle, everything is pattern play. You're thinking about what you're going to do next. The shot adjustments, you know, maybe like you were going to play tops and you decided to go right-hand bottoms. Extra thoughts like, oh, I'm playing for money. What's that girl wearing? Hey, what's that smell? You know, little things like that. Pressure mentality, like, oh, man, I'm playing against so-and-so and they're at 800 and they're going to destroy me. You know, my team really needs me to win this match right now, right? Like things like that. Anxiousness, like, oh man, like I can't wait to win this, you know, like I can see the 8 ball, I'm ready to go. Nervousness, like once again, it's kind of like pressure mentality, like, oh man, the shot looks tough. If I miss it, you know, what if I leave it for my opponent, you know? The crowd distraction, man. A player from another table happens to bump into you. Somebody walks right by your path. A referee gets called and they're walking right through your table. You know, all those little things, they belong in the big circle. So if you're going into any of those any of those moments where any of this stuff is happening, you have to recognize that you are in a big circle. So when you're down at the table and you're only going to shoot and you're thinking about any of this other stuff, you have to stand up. You have to back up. Take a little walk around the table, which is why the circle is a circle. Take a walk around the table and then go back into the shot once your mind is clear. And just execute. That's it. There should be no other thought process except for just what is required for the shot and delivering that. And you don't have to question yourself. If you question yourself anyway, or you change your shot in any way, stand up, walk around, reset. Go to your table, you know, have a little drink, go right back to the table and shoot. Whatever you got to do, but reset. The only thing that should be left at the table when you're shooting is the execution. Okay? Work this into your mind, make it your own, and before you know it, you'll have that champion mentality. You'll be winning all the time. All right? I don't think I'm going to make the buffet, but I'm going to run. I'm going to try. Pool wisdom's done. We're going over here. Oh, and that's the wrong one. I don't know why I always do that. I always forget to shut it down and reset it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream so far. My name is Arriagada. If you guys want to add me or follow me on Facebook, you can. If you want to message me to come out to your town to cover an event, well, CSLMANITOBA@gmail.com. That's how you get a hold of me. If you have an event that's coming up, and you want to get some people to come out and support your event, even if it's not pool related, you can message me at CSLMANITOBA@gmail.com. Send me the posters, send me the info. Even if you're not going to hire me, I'll help you get some exposure. It's my way of helping everyone. Like I said, my uncle believes in it. I believe in it too, man. Make a difference. Do what you can to make a difference every day, and the world will be better because of it. All right, I'm going to be back, man, in a little while. Add me or follow me on Facebook, Rod Arriagada, RODARRIAGADA, and Rod Arriagada /CSL Manitoba is how you find me on YouTube. First time checking us out, Cuesports Live here on Facebook. Make sure you follow and like our Facebook page, and you'll get notified every time we go live. We got the guys in Calgary going live all the time, too, so there's a lot of different streamers that are on the mic and showing you guys different kinds of play from all across Canada and from the United States because we go all over the place. And don't forget to also follow and like the American Cuesports ACS Facebook page. Yes, you'll find it in American Cuesports in brackets ACS Facebook page. They do a great job. You can keep track of all their events, and I promise you're going to get lots of action out of it. You're never going to miss any of it. You're going to be really happy that you did so. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Play your best game. I love that one, man. Play your best game. I'll see you guys in a little bit at 3 o'clock, 1 hour from now. Cheers.